Imagine money coming in for doing business with my kin. Remember days we used to sin like we was praying for a win. Now it's every penny in. I was a demon for them dollars. See this hustling in my skin. I went from scheming to...
I didn't, when you think about it, they go 6'7", but then they doing this. Make you think like they playing with some titties or something.
That's what they doing, bro. So the whole theory behind 6'7" is that with women, one of your titties is bigger than the other. So they do 6'7" to demonstrate that one of your titties is bigger. And really, it's just a assertion that perfection is not achievable, and we shouldn't even strive for it. So you should strive for 6'7".
I like how the way you put that together, man.
Bro,
you know a lot.
I'll be on this internet shit, man. I know what the fuck going on, man. I talk to the kids.
You deep it. Yeah, bro.
The kids,
deep in.
It ain't about me. It's the kids. They told me 6'7". It ain't about being perfected, man. It's about 6'7".
So if it's wait a minute, so if one bigger than the other one, that means you should really hold another hand out like this. Just be like 6'7".
They be lopsided a little bit. I mean, it's just like testicles. Bro. One of your testicles hang lower than the other. You feel me? You got testicles. 6'7". It ain't about being perfect, man.
Sometimes I try to push the sack to the other side to see if it can fall over.
All right, not too much. 6'7".
Oh shit! Y'all really starting with it, huh?
Yeah, you know what the fuck going on.
We hear music.
Welcome to the 3130 Talk Show. It's your boy Big Nardo here with Darius Luwan. MA Vibes, shout out to the homie Jay DeMarco. He not with us, but he with us in spirit, you feel me?
R.I.P.
Yeah, rolling wherever you at right now. Nah, man, but good to be back, man. This is episode, 39? The last one was 38, so episode 39. We almost in the 40s. How y'all feeling today, gentlemen?
Feeling great, man. Feeling good.
Man, feeling smooth, man. Feeling smooth.
That's what I like to hear. Y'all weeks went well. What you get into, D?
Hey, man, my week went good. I went to Memphis last week. That's why I wasn't here at the show. I went to Memphis. Shout out to my girl, Shay. It was her graduation. Went and had a good time, man. Turned up, party with them. Man, last week of school before the break. So now we on add-on break. I ain't gonna lie, man. Felt good to...
Okay.
Yeah, felt good to... I ain't gonna lie. It was a long week, being that it was the last week. So, I was busy, but... Yeah, man, it feels good to be off and, get ready to celebrate the holidays with the fam, bro.
That's what's up. You got plans for Christmas coming up?
24th on Christmas Eve, I'm going to go home, stay till about the 27th, and then I'm going to come home, celebrate I'm going to celebrate New Year's. I don't know where yet, but I know my birthday is right after that. Really don't have no plans for my birthday, honestly, but, I know for some reason I got a feeling the guys ain't going to let me just sit my ass in the house, so let's see what's happening.
No, doggy bone. We gonna get outside, get active.
Yes, sir.
We gonna party like it's 1995.
No snap.
Hey, go live.
I wanna party like it's 1985.
All right,
where the coke at?
Whoa. MA, how was your week, man? Talk to me.
Man, it's been straight. I've been chilling though, ready for the holidays. Going back on the 24th and coming back up here on the 28th and going to Jamaica January 9th.
Go ahead.
Little life flex. How he just said threw that out there. Going to Jamaica.
So light. You do a Jamaica trip, nothing too much. You know what I'm saying? I glad to hear it, man. How the puppies doing?
Man, they bad as hell.
Yeah.
I had to kick them out the room, bro. They bad.
They squat on the floor and stuff, or they good with their pads.
We still training them for a little bit for that, but they getting used to them pads.
Bro, when I tell you, Sam's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, how old she is, she still had that issue every now and then, so it don't never go away. It don't never go away, man.
Titan randomly just walk over there. He 5 years old. He randomly just he good, but then someday he had him day where he just get up and be like, walk towards that cage, lift that leg up. Like, what are you doing?
Like, sorry, Pops, I got to do this. Nothing personal. It's in my blood. No, that's what's up, man. My week was decent. Standard shit, bro. I'm so ready for for next week to start, so that like work is quiet and slow. We're gonna go into our slow period. We done furloughed all of our contingent workers. It's gonna be just chill, so I can get a little time to think and actually manage some shit. But outside of that, bro, life
Yes,
been
sir.
good. Life been good, man. Life been real
That's what's
good.
up, man.
Yeah, man.
We getting
Well,
out hooping. It's Saturday, so we getting out hooping today.
hey, you know it. Hey, you know it. Hey, you
All right.
know it. Hood, pump,
All
hey,
right.
hood, pump.
Hey man, hey, for the 3130 fans, y'all, I'm gonna make sure I start going live. Look, follow me on Darius the One at Instagram. I'm going live. I want y'all to see what be going on in the gym.
I get
Cause
down.
now I don't think he a whole nother player when he out there. He think he a whole nother person.
I am.
He
What
think
Kobe
he went
say?
beyond.
What Kobe say? Can you be a different beast in the same animal? You know what I'm saying? Or
And
have
what Kanye said.
what are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Hey, so kicking this off with our topics, man. I was watching. It was late as hell. My sleep schedule's all thrown off, which is okay. I was watching the Charleston White interview with Say Cheese TV. Now, before I jump into it, I want to ask y'all, because it's going to be important to the context. What do y'all think of when y'all think of Say Cheese TV?
Honestly, I think he just interviews everybody that gets a viral moment. You feel me? Like the questions are always pretty much the same context every time. But other than that, nothing much. It's cool to watch here and there.
Yeah, Say Cheese to me is like another Vlad. I don't even know who he is. I don't know if he's black or white, but I know he's like another Vlad. Like he said, he only catches on in things that is going viral. Post anything that's viral, really. So
Y'all.
yeah,
Yeah. So dude that owns Say Cheese is his name is Sean Cotton, and he's based out of Dallas, and he was real
yeah,
instrumental in Mo 3's kind of rise, and some people say he was probably the instrumental in some of Mo 3's things that led to his fall. You know what I'm saying? And so, but Say Cheese and Charleston White, like the same way that Vlad get with Boosie whenever he want to sit down and talk, that's kind of what Charleston White and Say Cheese had going on. But last night, Say Cheese dropped the interview. First, I saw it on Instagram. You know, that's when I think of Say Cheese, bro. I think of like like the shade room or like them little tea rooms that the Instagram folks be on and they go to just get all the drama. And Charleston White basically got on the Say Cheese platform and did the interview. He was like, "Yo, Sean Cotton, like you my homie in real life, but when we start thinking about brands and marketing and being able to put yourself out there into the world, Charleston White and Say Cheese TV are no longer allies." And it was an interesting conversation, bro. With so many different angles to it, and that's why I feel like it'll be a good conversations piece here. The first thing that I thought about was like Charleston White. He's very polarizing. Either you love him or you hate him, and he said that in the interview. He's basically like, I'm bigger than the Say Cheese platform at this point because everything that I do with y'all is painted in a negative light of, oh, Charleston White goes off, or oh, Charleston White is blah blah blah. And Charleston's like, man, now I'm in these rooms with some of these with some of these other folks, you know what I'm saying? The ones that really control things and make the moves and got the money, and the ones that see all the numbers behind the scenes. And he's like, they're telling me that whenever I get with y'all, it's impacting my brand, my marketability, it's impacting how I get perceived in the world because y'all's way of marketing me is Charleston White goes off, or oh, Charleston White is angry about this, blah blah blah. And so it was like an hour and a half, 2 hour interview, bro. And he was basically, and it was interesting because him and Sean Cotton are friends, like or homies, at least in some capacity. And but he had to separate the business from the friendship and say, yo, I fool with you as a person, but where you are with Say Cheese and what y'all's platforms approach or like your standards are, it just doesn't mesh with where I'm trying to go. And like I say, bro, I think it's an important thing to talk about, like the friendship and the business thing. And then also I think it's important for businesses to talk about how are you showing up in the world? How are you making the people that you putting on be perceived? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think that we as black people got to be better at that, bro. Because when we think about it, everything is being run by the algorithm. And so when we just get up, we want to do some nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying? We just want to get out here, put a little drama out, whatever's gonna get the clickbaits. But it's like, at what point does what you're doing and the audience that you're building start to hurt you more than it helps you? And I think that's kind of what Charleston White was getting at with Say Cheese. It's like the audience that you building, they're not gonna go out here and buy nothing. They're not finna go out here and do anything outside of just double click on this and put a couple of laughing emojis because Charleston White said that's their capacity. So he said that your audience is slow and they ain't really on it. I'm not gonna say that because I don't think that's the case, but I do think that when you make low hanging fruit content, you start to get low hanging fruit audience, and your low hanging fruit audience ain't finna go out there and spend on you. So you want to try to create content that's gonna get like a premium audience, and sometimes it's gonna take a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going out to clickbait and the viral moments, and you're really trying to build something that people could come to and grow from. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll close off after this, and we can just go into talking about it. He said that nobody on Say Cheese has come there and gone up. Like everybody who goes to Say Cheese is on their way down. So it's like you really like a bottom feeder type of platform. And Charleston White said he's the only person that was able to ascend after he did his thing with Say Cheese and continue to rise. So I know I said a lot, bro, but it was a dope interview. Charleston White, I know that, like I said, he's very polarizing. Either you love him or you hate him, but at the end of the day, you got to be able to respect his mind and just his way that he goes about handling business and shit, his thought process. Like this guy used to be a community leader in Fort Worth from Dallas, and he did the internet stuff for the virality, but he still got some sense to him. So throw that out there to y'all, man. What y'all think, man? Did y'all get to see the interview first? Any clips or anything? Any like posts? Or this all
I checked.
news?
I saw some snippets. I saw some snippets from it.
I did.
Um,
I seen on his page.
Okay.
yeah, like to me, it seemed like Charleston might be tired of his own antics. He might be trying to rebrand himself, right? But at the same time, he got to take some accountability on that. People, when you go on these platforms or interviews, in some kind of way, you've created some kind of viral moment. It brings you to the platforms in the first place. Majority of Charleston's viral moments are not the most intellectual conversations. It's his raw reactions to some stuff. Some definitely some outlandish stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at what point do you take accountability on yourself versus get at the platform for painting you in such a light that you painting yourself in? I understand what you're saying about as far as say cheese, it's important for him to grow his platform a little bit more. But at the same time, he getting paid off YouTube. If the money's still coming in, something working. And if he's one to branch out into other venues such as like podcasting, I know a lot of podcasts are now doing like tours and making money off merch and all that stuff. But I don't even know if that's Sean Cotton's bag. He seems like a more behind the scenes guy anyway. So what should he do? Like go like a revolt route where he's creating like a say cheese tour, but paying podcasters or paying individuals to have the podcast and sit down, so he's just making percentage off of it. And to at that point, is it even worth it? Because there are podcasts that's happened like that, and it's not enough money to go around, honestly.
I feel you. One thing that I always hear is that the internet can't chop up and make any bad clips or something that you don't give them. So I agree with you wholeheartedly
Hmm.
that Charleston White sometimes get on the internet and just say some wild ass shit. But I also can agree with sometimes the stuff that he says, it sounds wild until you think about it, and then it's like depending on the light that you paint it in, maybe it could be looked at differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he angry
Hmm.
or oh, he passionate. You know what I'm saying? And then just the wording behind it changes the perception of the public. But that I'm glad you brought up the point around like the revolt and going on tours. That was another thing that Charleston had brought up, and I really agree with them, bro. Like I say cheese, they're centered in Dallas. Dallas got one of the when it comes to rising artists or people trying to get out and do something creatively, I feel like we got a real big market for that, and it's a real big underground scene. Shit, me and DZ, J Mac, we was all involved in it, still are to this day a little bit, and it's like, why isn't there more things that Say Cheese is doing? Like, I get it, Instagram is easy. You done already built the following. You got a million followers. You just post some. You gonna get paid on the 12th or whatever day you get it. YouTube, relatively easy. You sit down, you talk to these folks, you chop up the interview, make some viral clips, post it up. It's gonna be, you make your money off of it. But it's like, do we want to continue to take and maybe $100,000 a month or whatever he making could be cool for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his overhead ain't so much, but it's like if you got the ability to make $1 million a month by changing up the way your content is built and realigning your audience and what it is you do in this internet world, then why wouldn't you at least go for it? And so yeah, bro, I honestly feel like Say Cheese has the name, the brand recognizability, the brand visibility, etc. And they probably even got the money in the back end to go out and do a tour to try to bring in more money, to create merch and start to sell that and bring in some another income stream. You know what I'm saying? Or start to put people on and actually make folks into bigger things than what they are. And I don't know. I don't know how you get into a point because I can't imagine that Sean Cotton started Say Cheese and was like, "Yo, I want this platform to be the vultures of social media, to where we go and we only picking on things that's dying." You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
can imagine that he came into the game wanting to build something that's dope, and it's probably where it just landed. But it's like, at what point do you take control of how you being shown up in the media, and then reconfigure that to be beneficial to you versus beneficial to somebody else's agenda?
All I'm gonna
yeah,
say is all I want to say is at the end of the day, from what I'm gathering from everything, Charleston White believes that he's only painted in a negative light for when it comes to Say Cheese. Am I correct?
Yeah, because he said one of the, and also I think this is like, it's kind of a play for him too, because he's been with Aiden Ross and the kick streamers a lot. So his main thing was, I don't this YouTube shit, homie. This YouTube shit over with, homie. Yeah. No, when I go with Aiden Ross, when I go with Neff and them, they pay me in a good light. They say Charleston White explain it. But when I
Okay,
come to sit
okay.
with
So that's what I
y'all,
was gonna say. That's what
yeah,
I was gonna say right there. So what I want to say on that part is, I'm not gonna be that person that's try to be like it's colorist in there. But also, I will say Charleston White has painted his own picture. Um, from the Gilly beef when he talked about his dead son being negative, saying things like that. Certain stuff you should say it's just certain stuff that you shouldn't say, and you make yourself go viral. And not only have like just Say Cheese has posted these things, but then academics has posted these things. Like all these different other big people, academics is bigger than Say Cheese. I never seen Charleston White go at academics, and also academics that have set up interviews where he's had Charleston White to come over there and talk crazy. Aiden Ross, when Aiden Ross first started messing with Charleston White, I never seen Charleston White act negative until Aiden Ross put him in a situation where he had to, like when that moment where Aiden Ross tried to pick him to go against Boosie, when he already knew him and Boosie had problems. It's like stuff like that. It's like, and I never heard Charleston White go on a platform like that and talk crazy. It's like he know how to act in certain rooms. And so I just put it like this. At the end of the day, it's like, man, Say Cheese, yeah, that's your friend or whatever. I mean, it, Say Cheese, like I told y'all, Say Cheese ain't nothing but a blind to me. That's what he's been doing. He probably don't want to move up like that. I feel like Charleston White as a person shouldn't be trying to tell somebody else how to run their program. Maybe he should, worry about fixing himself individually and not worry about what the platforms, what they're putting out. Because at the end of the day, the only reason they're putting it out is because you're doing it. You're saying these things. So it's like, I mean, yes, Charles White do have his moments where he's speaking for the people. He says a lot of stuff that makes sense. He says things that may sound like it sounds wrong, but it be right, like you said. It sounds, but it's right. It's like certain things that you can really just say, yeah, man, he know what he's talking about. But then when you get to just disrespecting people for no reason, just because you supposedly know that they can't do nothing to you, and if they do, they going to jail. I ain't afraid to die. It's like the way how he talked. At the end of the day, that's just a negative light that you're putting out. So you can't really be upset when these different vlogs. It don't matter if it's academics, Aiden Ross, Say Cheese. It don't matter if you 601 in Park. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, like they gonna post it. They gonna post it for those viral moments, for them views, for those likes, those clicks. That's what they're there for. Can't be upset with that. So I feel like that's just a personal problem. Charleston White, yeah. And if he is trying to rebrand, I mean, like you said, it's gonna take longer. Now it's really gonna take longer because it's like you gotta all the stuff the antiques you used to do, you can't do it no more as you try to rebrand. It's up to Charles and White to change that, man.
You know, I will say to the point that you brought up around academics and Aiden Ross, he says that when he goes to sit with academics or when he sits with say Cheese, they're not editing out the more inflammatory things that he may say. He says when he goes to sit with Aiden Ross, they're gonna make sure that he's painted in a particular light, even with their larger audience. And I'm a Charleston White fan. Also, I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan. I was a Nipsey Hussle fan before I knew who Charleston White was. And Charleston White came out and said, "Fuck Nipsey Hussle." He say, "Fuck the roll of 60 Crips." He say, "Fuck all this stuff," because at the end of the day, it's impacting our community in a negative light. And I couldn't argue with that. Emotionally, yeah, it's like, oh damn, you done dissed one of my favorite rappers. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is this rapper promoting? Death, violence, getting money potentially by illegal means, disrespecting women, all kinds of stuff. And it's like when you put things in the grand scheme of things and take ourselves outside of the hip hop and the social media world, it's like Charleston White, he is inflammatory in how he says things, but I can't disagree with him. But back to that point though, he says like, yeah, say Cheese, you supposed to be my homie, bro, but every time I come to your interview, you're not taking out the clips of me saying crazy stuff that'll make me look negative. You actually promoting that. And so I kind of feel him, bro. I kind of feel him. But yeah, he does say a lot of crazy stuff. But I think also it's the light in which you show this crazy stuff. Like I could just show the clip of him saying fuck Nipsey Hussle and I can get upset about it. Or I can show the clip of him saying fuck Nipsey Hussle. He said he gonna turn all these girls into lesbians and I got 3 daughters and I don't want them to go turn into lesbians. Or I could say I could show the clip where he said fuck Nipsey Hussle because he a roll 60 Crip and to get down roll 60 Crips, you gotta go take somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so it's the light in which you paint it with. And I think that sometimes with our black social media platforms, we want to capitalize on negativity because we see that we get an instant dopamine hit from it instead of trying to build a long-term platform that can turn into something that could be TV or it could be marketed better. When we think about 61 and Park, Say Cheese, Vlad, these niggas is gonna be contained to whatever platform it is they in, bro. We can't take that and convert it into TV. We can't take that and convert it into no merchandise or nothing because it's not quote unquote marketable in the eyes of the grand scheme of things. And everything now has been run by an algorithm. So it ain't even white people that stop you. It ain't black people. It ain't brown people. It ain't people that start with a J, Jamaicans. It ain't Jamaicans stopping you from doing anything. You know what I'm saying? It's really the algorithm saying that, oh, I don't like these words that you use in this first 30 seconds of the clip, so we're not gonna play it. And when we don't account for that as black people, we start to limit our audience. And when you limit your audience, you limit your earning potential. And I think that kind of goes back to what Charleston White is trying to say to Buddy. It's like shit, let's change up how we doing it so that you can reach a larger audience. Yeah, at first you're gonna lose some of the niggas, the niggas that just want to have negativity, you're gonna lose them. But fuck them. If you lose the niggas that love negativity, you could probably make space for people that love positivity. And the people that love positivity more than likely gonna spend some money with you. And I think that's what it boiled down to. Because all this shit is for marketing to get money.
I do believe his message to Say Cheese is a good message. I just feel like for him also, just going forward, you gotta draw a line somewhere with your actions as well. You can't expect somebody to kind of clean up your mess whenever you dropping bombs and stuff. And if the show started off a certain way and they're not taking it out, I mean, at that point, whose fault it is? It's like, because at some point you got to draw a line because you already been known for this. At the end of the day, when he go live by himself, he by himself on his own platforms, and he says the most outlandish things. But then you get to a bigger platform where, again, you're representing your platform. You want to be like, I guess you want to be a cleaner version of Charles and White. No, be the Charles and White that everybody know. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I said it's got to be a line that you draw as a person. Like if you want somebody else to change something, that's cool and all. That's cool and all, Danny. But you still got to be able to, do some cleaning of yourself. I love Charles and White. Like you said, at the end of the day, he said, fuck Nipsey. Everybody, that was disrespectful. I hated it. But at the same time, yeah, you're right. He had a good reason for saying it. Like, Crips promote violence. So it's like when you look at stuff like that, he's like, yeah, the way he said it might not be perceived, the right way, but is he wrong? Like I said, it's just a line he got to draw within himself if he want to see himself get a more positive look. Charles White got to do that himself.
I think it's another part on this too, right? When you go to when you do business with different platforms, right? you're valued in different ways. So
Yeah.
Aiden Ross being on Kick, he's a streamer. Aiden Ross's views may go up when Charleston is on live streaming with Aiden. And trust me, outside of like the viral clips and the crazy shit that Charleston do, dude funny as hell just normally, right? So
Mhm.
Aiden, they might, they might accommodate Charleston to keep him coming back to the platform. They may be able to pay him more and also get paid more just for his presence. So cool, we'll just let you be. We ain't gonna go for the clips. YouTube is clips. All right. It's not the same type of money. Other part as well, Charleston even mentioned like YouTube been demonetized him. So he's not making any money himself off of YouTube. The only way he makes money off YouTube is going on these platforms and doing these YouTube interviews.
Pop balloons and
So
stuff.
you feel me? So I mean, I think it's twofold, right? You got to understand the people that you're doing business with and where they revenue coming from. But as far as like him and Say Cheese, I think I'm quite sure they probably had a offline conversation. Putting him up on game of what he's seeing with doing business with Aiden and these other people versus him and some other people right now how you can elevate your brand. But and I just think it's a difference in the business platforms that you're going with.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I figured that would be a good conversation, bro. And I appreciate y'all's perspectives and thoughts on it. At the end of the day, man, Charleston White, like they say, he can't make people change the shit that you put out there. So if you put it out into the universe, they're gonna use it. You feel me? Got to be better at that. But talking about old niggas and the stuff old niggas going through, have y'all seen Ebro getting fired from Hot 97?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Him and Peter. That's crazy.
Ebro in the morning. What do y'all think about it?
I feel like I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's a little too late to be firing that man now.
He should have died
Only
with the
reason why I'm
role.
saying that, huh?
He should have died with the job.
Yeah, because I feel like certain people like that and had those type. It's just like you. It's just like if you just fire Funk Master Flex right now. Funk had that. He had that platform for a while. He say some crazy stuff, but at the same time, that's just like if you fire Funk Master Flex.
Is it though?
And I mean, Ebro has some crazy takes. Like he done told Uzi that he was not gonna be a rock star and he wasn't gonna have a long. I mean, but at the same time, that like stuff like that created viral moments. I mean, you prove that man wrong. At the end of the day, he's a. I feel like he doesn't have he shouldn't have a say so on the culture as far as when it comes to hip hop for real because like he just got an opinion like old dude over there at Apple. I forgot the guy's name, but he got like that type of I feel like they got like that same type of reputation where they trying to be in the culture but they don't know nothing about the culture. I feel like Ebro though has been in the game long enough to where at the end of the day if I was to make it on the Ebro radio station show, I ain't gonna lie. That's for me. That's a big deal. No matter if he's gonna, say some trash things or whatever. I feel like I made it if I made it to Ebro. But at the same time, like what was the reasoning of firing him? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Like, what was your reason?
You know what I think it is?
Mm.
Go
What?
ahead, Marty.
No, I mean like I'm seeing like two things with Ebro, right? At one point he was like the music director or something. So pretty much
Mm-hmm.
if you were in New York and in hip hop, you had to go through Ebro, right?
Gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
50 knocked that shit down. But like going past that, like he's a very egotistical person. But when it comes to the podcast or YouTube channel per se, right? I see Breakfast Club way more than him, and they interview all the same people. And the content, the context of the interviews is almost cringy, right? Like I see a lot of the same cringe from him and Joe Budden, but Joe Budden got his own platform. And when you're not bringing in, when you running your program a certain type of way, but you're working for somebody, I mean, that's a risk of it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Ebro said that
I believe it.
Ebro claimed that his outspoken political views and critiques of powerful institutions may have contributed to his downfall. Honestly, I think kind of like what Marcus said, Ebro, he was a gatekeeper for hip hop at one time when you had to go through the gates, but now that's kind of broken down and shit, it's a free for all. And I think that I don't want to say that he never grew with the times, but maybe like to the same point that we was just sharing, like with Say Cheese and some of these other platforms, it's like the way that you have built your name now doesn't mesh with where the world is going. The more I think about it and the more we say this, it feel like we finna go into like a super politically correct place. And maybe it's always been that when you think about marketing and being able to promote stuff, but I don't know, maybe Ebro just doesn't fit with that. And then we even when I think about like hip hop and just the culture and the cloth of hip hop, Ebro don't fit in that 100% either. So it's like, what are you doing here? You holding up space. And so
I like how y'all put that. I like how both of y'all really explained that to me to kind of like, because like I said, in a sense, for me, I was looking like, why fire him now? But now that you put it into that, like again, he was working for somebody. Again, Hot 97, that's a big platform. That's been a big platform since I was.
they
I
got two
mean, you
million
were
on
before me.
Instagram. Look at them
So,
now.
so it's like when you think about that, yeah, you're right. Like, correct. People shouldn't have to supposedly go through Ebro, who's I mean, like I said, he had some wild standing points, but at the same time, and so now I see. So I appreciate y'all for explaining that to me.
Sure, man.
Nah, fire Ebro. Fuck Ebro.
They got three new hosts: Rondell Smith, Lena Harris, and a guy named Million. So we'll
What's
see.
crazy is Ebro. What's up? Ebro finna. What's crazy is he finna go start a podcast, and it might do bigger than what he was doing on I-97. If he keep up with the same, like I said, them antiques that he do back then, it might still go up. Keep it in a
I
negative
think
light.
he might do decent with because it is a lane with podcasting with the older generation of hip hop. Right? We see that with Mano, Jim Jones,
Fat Joe.
Fabulous, Fat Joe, Jada Kiss, right? So he might be able to tap in and resonate with that platform a little bit more in that audience. But his he wasn't able to keep up with like the younger guys, right? That younger culture and all that. And to be honest, we all know it. It's certain shit we just ain't going for. So, he might do decent with the podcast though.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what he do. DJ Funk Flex took an opportunity to make fun of it. He said he gonna be the next host of the morning show in what 2027 or something like that. But yeah, it seems like the internet and up north folks having fun with this, man. It don't really make no difference to us because we won't listen to Hot 97 on a day to day basis. But it's
Right.
just interesting to see how these companies are moving and the directions that they're going in. Like they got the three new hosts, so it seems like they're trying to take more of a Breakfast Club type approach, and we'll see what they do with it. But they got the money in the
It's
background, they
great.
got the name, the platform already. So if you put
Yeah.
the right pieces in place, it should work.
It's crazy how radio and all this even still work nowadays. Like,
They said
the only reason why
60%
I
of
say,
listeners are still listening through the
yeah,
radio.
yeah, that's crazy. Because I get in my car and I just let the phone connect and play my music off Apple. But it's like to know people still really on XM radio and all that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I
I
listen
guess
to
that's
radio
one.
every now and then. I ain't gonna hold you. Like
Yeah.
if I get into the car and my phone don't connect immediately, like we in Dallas, I listen to 104.5. I think that's our like R&B station here. Sometimes I just let that run. So I get it. And that's probably because I'm getting older, bro. I don't even want to go through my phone, listen to the same 30 songs anyway. So I'm like, all right, I'll let the radio play the same 30. You
I ain't,
know?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody just put it in the chat. I missed those radio stations when I was in Jackson. 99 Jams.
WJMI. You feel
Yeah, I ain't
me?
gonna
Yeah.
lie. They
It
used to
was the
go hard.
days.
99 Jams. You had 97.7, 99.7. You had 101.7, 107.5, 95.5. Hallelujah FM. Doggone, man. They used to go crazy on the radio station.
Facts, facts. 95.5 for real. I remember
Yeah.
that one, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, but we had mentioned all them hip hop, the Mano, Jim Jones, Fabulous. Dave East, they got a show that they recently started. And I just want to say, I want to take the time to shout out to Joe Budden because without him, would none of these rappers be doing this? You feel me? They seen this platform, they seen this blueprint, and they was like, you know what? Let me try a copy and accomplish that. And people doing a good job at it. Joe and Jada, the Fabulous Guys, the Matt Hoffa stuff with the barbershop. I think that one got canceled, but people doing their thing with the podcast. But recently, 50 Cent found out that Jim Jones is. All right, so Jim Jones had this big, huge facility he called like the artist, something for artists, Institute for Artists, whatever. But he made a big deal out of it. He was doing like tours around the whole facility. He got like 20 different rooms in here. He got a party room. He got upstairs where you can film movies. He got studios, all of this stuff. And then he also started to do the podcast in there. The podcast is Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East. Really, I like the podcast they built. I like the cast they have. It's dope to hear more of Dave East because I've always viewed him as a rapper, but I feel like he deserved more visibility. And I think him talking is a good opportunity for him to get that. But as of late, 50 Cent found out that they was like back on some of their property taxes and some of their rent, like at least like 80,000 up to 180,000. And so 50 Cent put out the internet's calling it the receipts. 50 Cent has put out the receipts from talking to the landlord of this big old facility. And he's saying that they behind on their money, man. 50 Cent a petty motherfucker, man. 50 Cent a petty dude. Mano said, hey, look, I'm the guy you need to talk to if it comes to the money. So if you want to go back and forth, we want to have this internet back and forth, we're going to do it and we're going to make some content out of it and try to turn it into money. So I can appreciate Mano taking that stance of it because, you know, there's always been a stigma. And I don't really think it's 100% accurate because when these New York niggas come to the South, they get a wake-up call. But there's always a stigma that New York niggas is, quote-unquote, like crazy about it, whatever. But they taking this and they just turn it into content. But I think it's interesting, bro, that these podcasts, you think that they're making a lot of money, but these folks be back owed on rent, back owed on taxes and stuff, man. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's always interesting to see this.
I mean, it just shows you that they probably don't have the listeners like everybody else do, man. And then they the way they start, you know, people got money. They can go buy the equipment. They can go out there and start. You still got to have the subscribers. You still got to have the followers. You got to have the listens, the views, and all that. Like, and they got to come at the right time. They got to match. It's like you can't put out a video right now and they don't start getting no type of traction next month. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta all come at one time. So I can see how it happened for them. And 50 is a petty. He petty as I don't know what, man. Cause I don't know if it was true, but they also saw him. He showed him post up like a audio of a person like basically saying that they was on that money and or they just paid. Talking about Jim and them just sent the 200,000 over and stuff and all that. I was like, man. I don't know, cause it wasn't like he supposedly like owned the building.
50 Cent?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think he may have just got.
He didn't own the building, but he just had the insides. That's crazy, man. That's why, petty, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead. So much money, he just sit around and like, hey, I'm just calling to see what's the latest status on this building.
Bruh, I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. The next two things we talk about, this all finna be around 50. Why is he such precise on being a bully?
I think that's just the way that he wants to show up in the world.
But you know what? And this goes back to one of the guys that was doing like the interviews talking about Diddy. He said something, and now I honestly understand why 50 is the bully. But it's like, I don't know, man. I guess I'm just one of the people like, you know, at some point, let them do them or whatever. I got the receipts. But 50, he like, I'm going to show you the receipts before you even, like, it's like if somebody do something to you, P, or somebody do something to you, MA, and before they even do something to you, it's like you already a step ahead. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to do this just because I got this information on them. So, you know, I'm just going to drop it. And whatever they do after that, it don't matter because I already dropped the horrifying, you know, information. It's like, that's how 50 is. Because it was
it's like Batman.
Who was it?
Everybody, whenever you think about Batman and DC Comics, he always has a contingency plan for any one of the Justice League members, and that's how I live my life too. So
no, for real, 50 is like that for real.
All you bitches.
But when I heard about the whole actual like story of how 50 came up, I see why he moved like that. But it's like at this point, and I understand that you survived 9 gunshots. I'm surprised. I'm happy that you made all this money. You started the studio in Shreveport. But it's like, when do it come to a point where it's like, bro, calm down? Like,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
tell you where it's gonna calm
you can
down.
get shot again.
I'm gonna tell you where it's gonna calm down. I saw him put up a post where he said that he's gonna put out a documentary about LeBron James, and it's not gonna be about basketball. Yeah. Hey, 50 Cent, put out a documentary about LeBron James. I'll drive to Shreveport. That's all I'm saying.
You won't have to. You won't have to.
Nah, LeBron gonna have them black trucks pull up, but I'm part.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron will probably get LeBron will get the 50 before any of these rappers do.
Yeah, I'm the King's guard. Hey, don't play with LeBron, 50 Cent. You could do all this shit with the hip hoppers and the rip roppers. Don't mess with LeBron, man.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but he also went viral. 50 went viral recently. He went viral like twice. The first one was with the Marlon Wayans situation. I'm sure you guys probably talked about that a little bit. But it was more of like, y'all didn't? Oh, well, yeah. Basically, last week, Marlon, he was asked a question on the interview, and they was like, how do you feel about the Diddy, Netflix, the show and all that? And he was like, basically, he just didn't like it that the rapper, he didn't like the fact that 50 Cent is producing it and is in the, in that realm where he's tearing a black man down, kicking him while he's down and all that. He said he doesn't agree with everything that, Diddy did or any of the things that was talked about, but at the same time, it was the fact that it was produced by 50. And, 50 took that at that moment. He was like, man, shut up, little boy. He was like, shut up, little dude. He was saying all the time. I ain't gonna lie, he got to roasting him about his daughter, because you remember his daughter came out trans. Marlon's daughter came out like a trans, I believe. Yeah, so like, 50 went there. He went and found the pictures of when Marlon was laying in the tub with all the flag, the different color flags and the colorful balls. And he said, and he's trying, he going at him, boy. So that's why I was like, and then Marlon, he again did another recent interview. He was like, basically his brothers, Damon and all them, got on to him about, why would you go pick the biggest bully to try to start something with? He said he wasn't trying to start nothing. He was just letting it be known that, you shouldn't pick on a man that's already down. But he was like, he gonna throw up the white flag. He said, because he felt like it wasn't good for the culture. He said it was funny, they were joking, going back and forth. But at the same time, it was kind of bad too, because I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt me too. You see one of your favorite kind of growing up rappers going against one of the funniest guys that you've seen. You never expect them to kind of go head to head like that. So it was kind of cool that Marlon kept it fun, but you could tell Marlon, in my opinion, wanted to take it there. Because I think he wanted to take it there, but he had to realize this ain't my battle, and I'm the funny guy, so I'm just gonna stand back. I'm just because 50 that dude, and when he get petty. Like, so you don't want to mess with 50 when it comes to pettiness. I don't care how funny you are. 50 gonna try to hurt you. He gonna try to keep you from getting another job. That's what I'm basically saying.
It ain't about who the biggest dog in the fight. It's about who's willing to take it furthest. And I think 50 Cent mastered taking it as far as humanly possible.
Yeah, they said Marlon and them. Scary Movie 6 coming out though, so they said he might throw a joke in there about 50 Cent in the movie.
I think that'd be good.
He said that in the interview. So yeah. But then, like I said, it's so much other stuff 50 got going on too. Like me and M.A. was talking about before we got on the show. The dude, the little guy, he was on what, Vlad? Was he on Vlad? The little sex worker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little sex worker. Well, he ain't no little sex worker, but he was a sex worker. Man, he was an adult porn star. Man, corn star, yeah. He was an adult corn star. Man, this dude, he basically was on the interview. He just letting them know, like, man, Diddy used to have me and Jane Doe. And we used to be in the room, and everything that Diddy couldn't do to her, he'll make me do to her. And he used to make me want to, he used to make it to where, I had to, break in the room and take her from him. Take her from him. Just weird stuff. And what was so weird about it, 50 saw the interview and he went and posted on his ground was like, oh, Vlad, I don't know how you got the video, but you want to send that to me. Like, basically being petty, like, I'm finna go viral putting this out. We probably finna make another documentary.
50 wild dude, man.
I think 50 gonna get shot again, bro.
Nah, man, he can't even get close enough to shoot him. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My Virgo be kicking in, and I wholeheartedly feel if 50 be coming from on that, because once an enemy, always an enemy. Seek to destroy it all the time. I don't know. There's Virgo tendencies.
Hey, the
I
art
try
of
to
war,
keep them under control.
destroy your enemy completely.
Bro, that's true. That's true. But, bro, like I told you in MA earlier, you got to think about it, bro. You got to be some type of hurt to just keep going at the dude just because of your baby mama. And then to hear the stories that came from the dude, I mean, he was talking about Diddy's size. Talking about Diddy wasn't even scratching the 3-inch surface. Like that's TMI, but that's what the dude was saying. So like think about you as 50 Cent. You mad basically because Buddy was he was cashing out on your girl, giving her whatever she want. Your son had whatever he want. You didn't like it, and at the end of the day, she was getting plowed by some. She was getting plowed by some. Ooh, she was getting plowed on, boy. That's all I'm saying.
She get plowed by the Punisher.
And he just sounded like a hurt little boy to me. But that, like I said, that the whole everything else from when I heard Diddy and them to try to kind of like keep him from making money. Like they said, that's why 50 had to go to the West Coast to be able to do this shit with Snoop Dogg and Eminem to even become who he is. So I understand that West Coast, the East Coast kind of tore him down, tried to keep him down. So I understand, stay petty. But it's like, dang, bro, like some of these things are shooting words, not fighting words, shooting words. Like you going against the grain, Brody.
Yeah. I think.
Hey, I mean, it's like get back in a sense because think about this: all the same East Coast rappers and New York rappers per se that 50 is currently going at all the time, right? Or people that were pretty much allies with the people that was trying to keep 50 down on his come up while they were at the height of their career.
Right.
50 height, their height took a decline like normally it does with music. 50, I mean, he branched off in the movies, TV shows, so his height is still going up, no longer in music, but he's still surpassing them and they're down. So he kicking them while they down or stopping them from coming back up, just like they tried to stop him. So I mean, I don't know. It ain't no timeline on revenge, and
You're
there's
right.
no end point to it either until both sides come to an agreement. And I don't think that's gonna ever happen. But I don't know. It's entertaining though. It's funny to see the internet be boring. So I don't know. I be
I can't
falling
wait to
to
see
the
that Street
algorithm.
Fighter. I can't wait to see that Street Fighter.
Yeah, I could imagine all the memes and jokes that's gonna come from that, from 50 scenes and all that stuff. So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
50
basically what
Cent
I'm
got
coming
that.
from, yep.
He got that Vegeta hairline in that joint.
Hell yeah.
My boy Bow
Got an
Wow.
M on his face.
Bow Wow. Did y'all ever play Street Fighter?
Yeah, I did when they had it on the actual game.
Yeah, that's it in the arcade.
Arcade, yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. That Street Fighter, that Tekken, I went on a run where I got real good at them joints. But in the same realm of SA, not the Epstein files. We're gonna get to that in a second. I'm actually downloading them so we can look at them together. But my guy, one of my favorite streamers, Ty Lil. Y'all know Ty Lil. He be with Casanat. Yeah, he one of like his older friends, but they all rock together. So they had a streamer award recently, and the streamer awards is an event that was put on by one chick. She's like a Chinese girl, but she was real big in the streaming community, and then she started to do these awards her own. Maybe she started to get like brand partnerships and sponsors to come in and help out with it, but it was something that she started and she put on for herself, and then it just spiraled into a much bigger thing because they needed an award show for streamers, and so they had the awards show for the streamers last week or the week before, and in it, The shorty, she made a joke about Casanet. You know, he got his short haircut now. He used to have the dreadlocks. He done chopped all that off. And she made a joke about it, saying, "Hey, you looked really good in your documentary about 50 Cent." So she was basically saying that Casanet looks like Diddy, which has been a running joke on the internet for a little bit now, especially with all the stuff that's going on with Diddy and Casanet's rise. And um, his homie, Casanet's homie, Talil, got the mic and basically went off on Shorty like, "Yo, that wasn't funny. If you're gonna tell a joke, make sure it's actually good and you being disrespectful." And I can appreciate Talil for that. He always been a real nigga, bro. That's the only way I can explain it. Like
Yeah.
even during some of the mafia thuns and they was doing the streaming university, he was one of the ones that's going to the smaller creators' rooms and talking to them and trying to help them, give them good advice and stuff. It's like you may not be able to talk to Casanat directly, but I got a line on him. Let me come through and share with you the things that I done learned from my time streaming and just gleaning information from bro. And Talil just always and showed up in a way that I feel like puts him in a positive light, shows that he's a real person, bro. Like he got real thoughts, real feelings, real emotions. Now, all that to the side, there's been a recent thing that came up where this girl, I think her name's Jordan Pauline, something like that. Her initials is J.
Jordiana or something.
Yeah, something like that. She accused bro of sexual assault. Now, it's been a lot of iterations, a lot of instances of folks getting accused of sexual assault, and they actually do it. And there's been a lot of instances of folks getting accused of sexual assault, and they didn't do it. But we at a place now where the world has to believe the victim initially. It's like I get it because you don't want to think that all women are lying. You know what I'm saying? So you want to believe the woman off jump. It's like why would a woman come through and make up a lie about being sexually assaulted? But we get more information about this, and it turns out that Talil and her just had consensual sex, and it was a one night stand. And then she was upset about it, and so now she changed her views to say that she was e-pard. And this kind of go back to the Charleston White point. Like when you say certain words, you get thrown in certain algorithms, and they throw off everything you do. So she felt like she was e-pard, or she wanted to say she was e-pard because of Talil having a one night stand with her and then dubbing her. Apparently Talil got an old lady or some whatever. So Shorty takes to the internet and she starts saying that, she was assaulted. And the world kind of turned on Talil. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he lost some deals and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy, bro. It keep all going back to the Charleston White stuff, man. The world that we in today is all ruled by marketing, branding, and perception. And I think that Shorty kind of messed this stuff up. And now the internet has kind of found out that she was lying because he didn't release the information. Like after the scenario was supposed to have happened, she sent him a meme afterwards, or she was calling his phone and she was just like, "You gonna find out what happens when you play with me, etc." And so it's like she was really just trying to get back because she felt like she got played. He used her body and then threw it to the side. And I don't know, bro. I think it's important for us to highlight when these things go on and they're not accurate, they're not valid, because you messing with folks' livelihood, you messing with their money, you messing with their future when you put out these false allegations, all because you felt the way in the moment and you want to be emotional. So I want to get y'all thoughts, man. It's crazy to me. I like Tyler, bro. He a real nigga. I done see this nigga crowd stream, bro, like real genuine tears because he's so happy for one of his homies or something. So I can't imagine somebody like that turning around and doing the stuff that she accusing him of. And I'm glad that his name is
I ain't
kind of
gonna
heard a
lie.
bit.
I'm glad he had the wherewithal, just the natural instincts to one record that first situation, right? Not the actual scenario, but it seemed like right after it was a conversation, and she was pretty much saying like she never had a one night stand, and sound like she was getting emotional. He had the camera on himself, but he got all the audio of the conversation, right?
Mhm.
He posted all of the receipts, right? So he got a Uber. She ain't like the Uber, so he had to get a black truck paid for it. Got there, got all the timestamps and everything, and then he showed where she requested like either two or three bands, and in the comments, in the notes or whatever of the request, it said for playing with you, right?
Mhm.
So I'm glad that a young black man himself got all the receipts that's needed. I'm quite sure there's some other things in there that he didn't share, but I mean, like it's sad. Like we've seen over the past, like over the recent few years, right? We've seen a decent amount of allegations towards black men, right? True or not, I mean, it goes to court and all that stuff. But the fact that he can take care of himself, like initially, it helps him out with these brand deals. They might hold off on letting them go, until the official documentation or the official court hearings and stuff come through. But at least they're not dropping them off rip or whatever. So I don't know. It's sad to see that happen though.
Yeah. I really ain't got nothing to say about that. I just say that's why I don't. Yeah. First of all, I ain't throwing nobody no 3 2 3 bands. Uh, Second of all, that's why I don't be out here like I used to, just be hitting everything. I wish I was, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm,
Like
I'm
Shorty
not.
even
I wish
said
I was. But it's
Shorty
scary out
even
here nowadays.
Shorty even said like if you had apologized, this could have all been swept under the rug. So it's like somebody that's been e-part per se. All I gotta do is apologize. As serious as that is, you willing to sweep that under the rug because of an apology or maybe a couple thousand.
I had an example. The reason, like I don't do those type of things no more because, especially if I'm not seeing myself being in a relationship with the woman, or at least showing that I don't like her anymore. Let's just say one point. I like okay, so I'm not active right now. That's maybe TMI. It don't matter. But at one point, I was I was friends with this girl. Friends with this girl. Friends first, nothing else. Um, and I was just being friendly. Now, was she an attractive girl? Yeah, she was. But my I wasn't ever, thinking on just ever sleeping with her or making any type of relationship with her. Is what I'm saying. And one night, she kind of threw it at me. And again, she's an attractive girl. So I mean, at first I was like, nah, we can't do this. 'Cause, I'm not looking at you like that. But she was like, "Oh, but we grown, this and this and this." I understand, basically. And so when it ended up happening, it was crazy. It ended up happening. Then, like 2 days later, it's like she just got in her feelings and was like, "We shouldn't have done that. You allowed me to do that to you. This and that. I don't just sleep with men. This and this and this. And if we're not gonna have a future, it was like again, I kind of told you that this wasn't gonna be that, or I wasn't looking for that in you. You still insist to give me this. I take it. Do what you want me to do with it, and then you still want to hit me with some BS talking about I don't just do this with men that I'm just that we gotta have something. Do you plan on doing something? No, like it's like that's how scary it is. Some girls they really use their cat to try to get what they want. Is what I'm trying to say. Women is out here trying to use, and they really think. And then what's crazy is they think if the cat don't work, they think you gay. I'm sorry for dropping that. I hate to say that like that, but they think you're on the other side of the field if you don't bow down to what they really want. Just because you give me some cat don't mean I gotta sit here and give you exactly what you want if I already told you what I'm not going to give you. That's what I'm basically saying. So that's why I say that situation is scary. Assault is never to be played with, and I feel like a lot of women nowadays use that. No matter, not trying to say it's all women, just depends on what situation you're in. Women use that to their advantage, and I feel like that's very unfair to men.
Agree completely.
That's really unfair to us men. Not even just black men, but all men.
Yep, but we gotta listen to women too. We gotta listen to women, but you can't be a saver, young lady like this young man we're gonna talk about next. So I ain't gonna lie to you. These last few years, probably the last 15, 10, 15, 20 years, I have not been a fan of Superman at all. Actually, I ain't been a fan of none of the DC movies. The last thing they dropped that I really enjoyed was Watchmen. Watchmen was good. It was a dark take on the DC universe, and I could appreciate the characters and the storylines that they was showing there and building. Now, when I saw that the new Superman movie dropped earlier in the year, I was not excited to go watch it at all. But I was like, I'll give it a try at some point. It was real colorful. It was real. It was different from the like the Man of Steel Superman that we got maybe a few years back. Also, I saw like the previews and the Green Lantern. He had like a bowl cut, and that was just a weird ass haircut to me, and it kind of threw me off. But I was like, you know what, screw it. I ended up watching the Superman movie last weekend, bro. When I tell you that was a really good movie, and I was not expecting it to be a good movie, I really thoroughly enjoyed that, and then I was surprised to enjoy it. But I will say that I think one of the best things they did with that movie is that it wasn't centered around just Superman. Like it was, you got the Justice Gang, whatever they called themselves. He had a lot of supporting cast and characters that made the movie more palatable. I think my issue with Superman over the last few years has been like, shit, you almost got like, can't nobody stop you for real. So it's like, what are you really battling against, And in this movie, they kind of had him battling against when we learned about like in literature and stuff, you had man versus man, man versus nature, and then there's like
Mm-hmm.
man versus society. You know what I'm saying? That's what this movie was, bro. It was Superman. He's bigger than life, larger than life, but he had to go against social media. And I think that was such a dope spin on the Superman story and just like the just the overall story for it. Because shit, you can be all powerful, bro, but that internet win in the end, and it was dope to see how they was able to weave all that together and produce a really dope movie, bro. So, if anybody out here has ever been on the fence about your DC movies and about Superman as a character and all that whatnot, I'll say go check out the movie, bro. It was worth it. You could probably find it for free. Hit me up for a website, I got them. But it was a very very good movie, and I can appreciate DC, and I want to see what they do next.
I like how you tied that into the last conversation because what we were just talking about how women like the da da, and then they don't. So I like what you just did because basically what you just told us was you didn't want it at first. You didn't want to watch it at first,
These are his
but
words,
then
not
you
mine.
gave it a. You said what?
These are your words, not mine. I don't know where you're going with this.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to watch Superman at first. He gave it a chance. Now he's super excited about it. Now he want more Superman. That's what he said.
I think that I said that
You get what I'm getting at, Ma?
I don't want more Superman. I'm actually fine with just the man that I am. But the movie itself was entertaining to watch, and that's it. That's where mine stops and starts. I don't need any more man. I'm man enough. There's enough man over here. We don't need Superman. We don't need Subman. I'm cool with just being a man. Just me.
Just Pat man.
Just Pat man. You feel me? Just Pat man.
Nah, man, that's what's up, man. I haven't seen that movie yet, but since you said it's actually dope, I thought it was gonna be like any other regular DC movie. That's why I haven't watched it.
No, bro, it was a good
So
watch. It was a good watch. It was a good watch.
I'm gonna have to check it out then, cause like honestly, I'm a fan of like the comics, right? DC, Marvel, all that, right? My only thing is the heroes per se. I gave up on them because they boring. Like the storyline is always some come up, whatever, some chick
right,
come into play, they get soft and gotta choose between the world and the chick, whatever. The same thing. Villains usually have a better story, such as like
yes,
Joker. Joker movie, 10 out of 10 to me, but it's a real storyline, real reasons behind them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a try. I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah. I like being a villain.
Speaking of villains, let's look at this Epstein. All right, so the Epstein files were released.
Not
Donald
that
Trump.
type of villain.
Hey, villain is a villain is a villain is a villain,
Villain is
man.
a villain.
Hey, so
He a bad nigga.
Donald Trump got he signed a executive order to have the Epstein files released Friday, which was yesterday. And since they've been released, the internet has done a lot of digging into them, and the overall consensus is that it's a big old nothing burger. But that's because a lot of the stuff that's in the files has been redacted. So it's like you still getting the files, but it's a lot of the pictures are just all blacked out. Some of the words there are completely removed and stricken from the record, etc. But I still think it's kind of interesting that they actually did end up releasing these. And at some point, they said there were no Epstein files. But I wanted to look at some of these with y'all, man, and just see, share with y'all, get y'all thoughts. And
I ain't gonna lie, Bill looked like he was living the life, my boy.
that's Big Bill, man. He was chilling. He was chilling. I'm gonna just
My
go through
fellow
these. This one is a
Americans.
little interesting, bro. The top of it say, "I hate that you got into this mess with these girls over the years. These girls knew what they were doing. You didn't put a gun to their head, but you have to watch it too. All the rich people are targets in this world. People are going to come at you to get a dollar, etc." So this is stuff that's being released by the federal government, bro, and it's some of it is indicted, but it's not. See, it's like you got Epstein's picture right here, but
Mhm.
who is the people that's with him? And I don't know, bro. Like as I was looking at this stuff, it almost felt like you ever go through a picture book at your house and you're like, oh, this is what the family used to look like. Like this shit is like a
Mhm.
creepy ass historical photo book of it's one
Nothing.
thing kind of nothing. But one thing that I heard online was like it's a PDF full of PDFs. That's
Yeah,
basically what it
bro.
is.
Like
It's kind of
it
creepy
the
looking, bro.
redactions make it crazy.
Yeah. Even up here, you can't see what's in his background. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of eerie, unsettling just to see this stuff after Broden died and just knowing all the stuff that went on. All these words blocked out. Is a U.S. citizen and a victim of a sex crime. It's like little stuff like that, but it's like, what's the full context and detail on it? So I don't know, man.
Buddy in heaven turned up.
Yeah, heaven crazy. Uh yeah, man.
Hey, you can't say, you can't just say anybody went to hell, so I ain't gonna just say that.
I ain't gonna say
Man, I
nothing
feel
else.
like it might just be way too many powerful figures that's implicated in those crimes as well,
Hmm.
and they have to redact it because of that. We see some past presidents, some billionaires, CEOs, all that type of stuff in some of the pictures. So I can only imagine what's in the actual documents.
For a good
Yeah.
time, call. This is shit that you see on the bathroom in the random ass gas station,
Right.
bro. Can I come at 7 p.m. tomorrow because of soccer? Yeah, man. Epstein was a freaky nigga, bro. I think that goes without saying, but it's like to what extent was he a freaky nigga? They not sharing with us and telling us.
Yeah, they not telling us nothing, man.
They want to release everything on Diddy, but not Epstein. It's crazy.
I feel like they'll wait till everybody in the world that was on that list or whatever really just die out before they just push that stuff out.
They ain't gonna do it then.
It ain't gonna even be important no more.
Yeah. So the Epstein files out there. If y'all care about it, go look at them. Hey, if y'all find some good shit, drop it in the comments. Let us know, man, because I'm interested to see what they gonna find and what's gonna come of this. I don't think that nothing will come of it, but I'd like to see if something does.
So, question: that picture that they had with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross, was that real
Hmm.
with Epstein?
Hmm. Epstein
That's
had a couple
crazy.
pictures with Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
And then the picture with Bill Clinton in the pool with the naked girls.
potentially.
It's crazy.
Let me see if I can find Michael Jackson photo real quick.
Got the one I saw with Bill Clinton. He up in the pool like this, chilling. He laid back. Got one girl right here with a bra, the other girl in the water with a bra. I said, dog, he was living the life. Hillary still with him too. I love it.
I got Michael Jordan on here. Let's see what Michael Jordan got.
Oh Jesus, not Jordan.
Oh no, no pictures, just a mention of him. Yeah, I can't find the Michael Jackson ones. Let's see if
Yeah,
I can
that's
find it.
crazy. Jordan gonna sue for defamation.
Who are you gonna sue?
Everybody, the Fed, the super Fed,
Man, they gonna
the
sit
shoe
Jordan ass
company.
down. They gonna sit Jordan ass down and say, "Hey, buddy, you want to keep making these bets? Oh, your eyes."
Hey, we know what
As much
about
as
it
they
is.
didn't, as much as they didn't save Marcus, they gonna Jordan gonna leave him alone.
Literally, we know where the bodies are. Yeah. The link that I was at, they got like you can filter it by different organizations or different people. So they got some Sony filters for the Epstein files. But yeah, man, y'all look at them offline, bro. Y'all check it out and come back to the comments if y'all find anything interesting. I'd love to hear.
Yeah,
What we got going on in the
Epstein ain't
world
that
of
important.
music, man.
In the world of music, man, first things first. Let's get up. Let's talk about this 21 Savage. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Recently, it seems like 21. Okay, if y'all heard, he dropped his album like 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It was expected to sell 53K the first week. Now it's expected to sell 90K. But in the midst of all that, somehow and somewhere, he ends up going on Twitter and kind of goes on this little spiel where he's kind of like he wants Young Thug to settle his beef with Gunna. Talk about and if I let me go ahead and find some of the tweets right quick so I can actually read to you what was said. Cause some of these things was crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, Savage said, hey, you already knew he was a rap from the first time he told.
So yes, that's what I wanted to get to, but I wanted to make sure I actually read it the right way. Cause that was crazy when I saw it.
Why you looking? He was like, you was a rat already, so I don't know why you told.
Yeah, like that was crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. This Atlanta stuff, this hip hop stuff, all this shit is smoke and mirrors, man. Smoke and mirrors. And that's what
I feel like in a sense,
white point, if it ain't about making money, then it's a false. It ain't real.
I do also believe that these niggas might be trying to cover up a Rico.
Potentially. What the tweet said, what they say.
All right, so here are some right here. He said, Gunna, Young Thug, y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other, nigga. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time, and we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang, nigga. Fuck the streets. We ain't shit. We ain't get shit but trauma from that shit. And Thug just responded back talking about, I love you, Gunna. You was always by my side and this and this and that. But then he also sent the tweet out to Lil Baby. Let me go find that one.
These niggas think they heard of me. I ain't heard you. Get the fuck up out my fucking face before I murder you. Y'all know who that is? 6ix9ine. They need to bring my boy back. I ain't gonna hold you. I was a big 6ix9ine fan before they ostracized him for being a rat. Now, Gunna told 3 times. Ain't nobody say nothing about the first 2 times Gunna told, but they gonna stay in the game. They kick 6ix9ine out of it. Make that shit make sense. I think y'all niggas racist.
He said, okay, so here are the other ones. He said to Lil Baby. He said, Lil Baby, he said, wham, you one of the realest young niggas out this shit. Admit it. Slime was moving the goalpost, and we was just standing behind him because we love him, my brother. So basically, he's telling Lil Baby, stop sitting here acting like you got beef with Gunna or whatever else that was behind Thug, because at the end of the day, you were just trying to show your loyalty. But now, basically, 21 is saying, hey, all right, it's okay to be friends with the nigga again because he really ain't do nothing wrong. He says to Quavo and Offset, he said, Quavo, Offset, y'all niggas tell the world I put y'all on group text and told y'all to squash that shit before it even got far. Nigga, if y'all was still together, y'all would still be unstoppable. And then he said, last year I was the realest nigga for trying to stop Thug for exposing Gunna. Now I'm fake, LOL. Then he said QCP, which was, the founder of QC, Quality Control Music Group with Migos and them. He said, QCP, I told you to your face you were dead wrong at that party, but I never bashed you on the internet because it would have made the city look bad because you was putting all the young niggas on and that would have fucked the money up. So basically, it just sounded to me Atlanta got a lot of separation going on, and I think from what he was talking about with QC, because when them phone calls came out about Thug and Mariah, when they had them phone calls going on, and he was talking about how Lil Baby shouldn't have been with Quality Control because he wasn't gonna make no money with them. Q don't know what he doing with him. And remember, Q came out basically calling him a rat. Just calling him a rat. So I'm wondering, is that what 21 referring to when he was like, he told him he was dead wrong at the party or whatever? But I don't know, man. Atlanta got a lot of separation going on. And I mean, I can see a little, and over the weekend, Gunna, he just performed at Atlanta. Show was sold out again. And Young Thug Dad was there again. It's like this man second, third time showing up to a Gunna show. So it's like, I mean, is it a chance that 21 can get Thug and Gunna back, in the same, room, working together? I don't know. I just feel like Atlanta got a lot of cleansing to do. But like I said, it also could be like another RICO charge coming up. They know people watching them, man. What y'all feel about that whole situation?
Man, the whole situation, I feel like I agree with 21. Fuck the streets dead, right? And the reason why I say this is because everybody want to talk about the rat part, right? Gunna a rat, 6ix9ine a rat. But to my understanding of how the old law was, right? If you was involved in the streets and you had somebody coming around that wasn't involved in certain activities, go and get from around here. You ain't supposed to be over here. But it's transitioned to a point where let's show everybody what we doing. And even though they ain't got nothing to do with this, we gonna make them liable to be a witness. Right? They not a street person, but they gonna be tied in as a witness and they can tell. So the responsibility fall on the streets more than the individual to me. But I don't know, a lot of people don't see it like that. But yeah, I agree with 21. And honestly, I think that's a part of 21 showing his growth. He's grown a lot over the past few years. And I mean, holding people accountable, which needs to be done.
I'm glad y'all on that side because I'm finna be oppositional. All right, so Apple Music's description of 21's last album, What Happened to the Streets. Since breaking through with 2016's Icy Savage Mode, a joint EP between himself and Metro Boomin, the Atlanta-based rapper has countered menace with candor, revealing his story in glimpses between scenes of cold-blooded murder and exorbitant flexing. It's not that 21 Savage let his guard down exactly, though on his third solo album, 2024's American Dream, he let go of pure nihilism of his early work to begin to open up about his family and his past. The 33-year-old rapper's fourth album, announced just 4 days before release, centers around familiar themes, chiefly trying to make it in a bleak and cutthroat world. On this, he got Dog Shit, Hi, I Wish, and other songs. Now, from what I heard, the album ain't do as good as they thought it would have. That's point one. Second point, the album, he's still talking about street themes. So, robbing, killing, shooting niggas, and all this other stuff. That's point two. Now, you telling me that the guy who just rapped about shooting and killing niggas is trying to now get people to stop beef and all this other stuff. I think it's a ploy to make himself get painted in a better light. I also think that he's an Englishman. His ass is from across the pond, and now he is airing out Atlanta business. Now, one of the things that Atlanta has always had as one of their strong suits, one of their like points that they can hang their hat on, is that there's never been outside awareness of the internal issues that Atlanta has had. Atlanta ain't always been just like one happy place where shit just all honky dory, motherfucking Wakanda. No, but the New York rappers and the West Coast rappers be like, oh, them Atlanta niggas, they always together because that's just niggas never put their business out. Now this Englishman came to Atlanta, infiltrated the culture. Now he putting the business out there on Front Street. I can appreciate him trying to stop beefs, but you can do that shit behind the scenes, bro. You don't have to be on Twitter telling the world that you want motherfuckers to stop beefing. You ain't got to be on Twitter telling the world that you talk to QC, that you talk to P behind the scenes. Like, bro, that's the real boss. Now you just on the internet yapping and blabbering. And I feel like 21 Savage, he kind of playing the internet game right now. Not that that ain't my world. I ain't no street nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm sidewalk nigga. You feel me? I can see the motherfuckers though. I can step in them and jump back out, but that ain't nothing that I'm doing. 21 Savage, I think that he playing both sides right now, and I think it's all just he trying to get more album sales, or maybe he trying to. Right now, honestly, there's the Gunna side of Atlanta, and then there's the not Gunna side of Atlanta. Maybe Young Savage is trying to get from the non-Gunna side of Atlanta to the Gunna side of Atlanta because Gunna actually is able to sell shows, go on world tours, and all this other stuff, and the non-Gunna side is they kind of scrambling and trying to get their shit together so they can recoup and come back out. So I don't know, bro. I don't know if I feel the same way about 21 Savage doing all these posts and tweets as the world does, bro. I feel like he's just doing this to be viewed in a certain light. I don't know if this is real feelings. If it was, you would do it behind the scenes and not share it with the world.
Right.
So you trying to get a feature? You trying to get a Gunna feature?
You might be trying to get that stimulus package, man. I don't know.
honestly, you gotta think about it though. If you think about it being real, 21 has been advocating for Gunna ever since Thug been out, and Gunna has been running shit. I mean, at the end of the day, I do believe that certain niggas like Thug even said Thug even say it right now. When they ask him about the state of hip hop, he'd be like, "Man, I feel like hip hop is at a weird space right now because people are so separated." But it's in a sense where he's a reason. He's a part of that separation. Drake and Kendrick was their own thing. Certain people don't want to work with Kendrick. Certain people don't want to work with Drake. It's like a loyalty thing. But now it's the same thing when it comes to Young Thug and Gunna. People, I'm sure 21 would want to do a song with Gunna, but at the same time, don't feel like he's being disloyal to Thug. But at the same time, he like, man, Thug, you got to realize, man, we making money out here. You out, you free. So it's like, let's get this money, bro. Like, why would we not work with this nigga and he's making all this money? I understand the streets, but like P said in a sense too. I mean, I don't know. Nah. At the end of the day, I just feel like, man, you gotta cut it out at some point. Like you gotta look at your money. You gotta look at your potential, your potential earnings of what you can be bringing in, other than sitting there having problems with really something that's not a problem. If you can drop your beef with Lucci again of something that was killing people in your family, like people died, like 21 even put that in the tweet too. He was like, people done lost their lives over this bullshit. Fuck the streets. I mean, at the end of the day, if you can forgive Lucci, you can forgive Gunna. So that's all I'm saying. You can forgive Gunna. Future should Future forgive Young Thug after calling him special ed and saying he don't take care of his kids when he was on that phone call? I mean, that's a whole nother story. Cause you gotta think about Future ain't really messing with everybody right now. So it's like, man, like I said, bro, it's just more about these dudes stop being little babies, man. I feel like Thug being a baby, he crying. He don't want niggas to work with Gunna. And little baby, he just following behind Young Thug. Man, whatever Slime say, I'm with him. That's how it is.
Niggas envy, Blicky got the stiffy, got Blicky, drumming slippy,
You know he performed last night, right? You know he brought in Jake Paul last night, right?
Yo, fucking turn him up. Yo. Hey, I'm up in 6'9" all 2026, you heard me? Yeah. We listening to Rats all 2026.
Niggas like a willy nigga, you a silly nigga, in a hole with them Billy niggas, and them Hoover niggas, you run up, and they shooting niggas, we ain't hooping.
I'm snitching on all you niggas.
Bow. Ain't that how the kids do it? All right, anyway. I'm just saying, bro. No, for real. Throw off my knee. I got a hoop today. No, man. Ain't no way that they knew all this stuff about Gunna and they canceled 6ix9ine like that, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. They was using 6ix9ine as a marketing tactic. I hate to keep going back to this, but shit, they was all putting them down, and they knew the whole time that Gunna was out there snitching in Atlanta.
I think the only thing that was different between Gunna and 6ix9ine for real though, Treyway had 6ix9ine feeling unstoppable. 6ix9ine was talking so much shit and goddamn it out like he was like we'll kill you nigga, fuck y'all nigga. He going at rappers, he talking shit and knowing he had niggas to back him up. Gunna wasn't never really talking no shit to niggas, so that's
man. Gunna was talking
people shit. That were not street, that were brought around street shit by street people. Dumb as hell. I don't know. Like I say, I understand the old thing. If you ain't had nothing to do with it, get from around here. You get your ass on somewhere.
You gotta think about it. Treyway saw a situation. Them niggas from New York, Treyway and them other niggas, they saw a situation. They was like, hey man, we got this Hispanic kid. First of all, they knew 6ix9ine used to be a videographer. That's what he used to do. He used to be behind the scenes with the cameras and shit. He didn't even have all them tattoos. He had a low haircut. He was a regular dude, but he used to just be around. Dang. But then they found they found that tactic. Hey man, we can get this little nigga to do this. We can get this little nigga to do that. He started doing it. They started getting exposure. Started going viral for it, and then that's they started making money behind it.
What you think? Yeah. Gunna?
What you mean?
I don't think that Gunna's upbringing or his come up was too different from 6ix9ine's.
Gunna, it wasn't.
He got down with the Crips the same way that 6ix9ine.
But what I'm saying, Treyway pushed 6ix9ine to act the way he acted. And he continued that.
And I think the Treyway was kind of protecting him when he was acting wild. But we can say the same thing with Gunna. We don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. Maybe Slime and them was protecting Gunna. He was throwing up Crip, and he wasn't really out here standing on Crip business. He snitching.
but why he throwing up Crip when YSL was the All Bloods?
You got to talk to Gunna and YSL. But that's what I'm saying, bro. All this shit was about money, and they knew that this person may not have been what he was portraying to be. But I'm gonna call niggas. They say that black people can't be racist because we don't have power. In hip hop, we got power. That's kind of a little bit of power. We got more influence in hip hop than we do in the world. Now, I'm gonna say that niggas is being racist against 6ix9ine, little Mexican ass, because he ain't black. Y'all ain't letting him get the snitch pass.
Hey, I used to listen to 6ix9ine songs, especially when he did all them songs with Tory Lanez. I fuck with 6ix9ine. Yeah, I fuck with his music, but I mean, yeah, the antiques. I will say now the antiques are old. I used to like to get on social media and watching 6ix9ine go, rant. It was funny. I remember one time he actually went viral, and I think like 1 million people or something was watching his stream at one time. It was like the first time somebody actually went viral on stream. I mean, but all I'm saying is those times are over now.
He had this shit a lot. I don't see 6ix9ine's negative rants any different than 21 Savage's positive rants right now.
Oh. No.
I don't see any difference in them. 6ix9ine did that shit for views and to get people to look at him. And I think that 21 Savage right now is doing all this let's stop the violence shit for views and to get people to look at him. He's just on the opposite side of the spectrum with it. I'm gonna make my shit sound positive. Nigga, you still rapping about killing and shooting motherfuckers. I don't know, bro. We gotta find some level of consistency, and everybody a hypocrite, including myself, but come on, bro. We gotta find some kind of level of consistency and objectivity when it comes to shit. We shouldn't be judging people anyway, but when it comes to judgment, we gotta be objective, bro. And we not niggas pick favorites, and that's this shit always been about. Who your favorite? And
hey man, go back to what P always say, man. Let him say it.
Yeah, oh shit, he been saying it.
Yeah, he been saying it.
Nigga, with the sticky, Wiki got the icky, Hey, 6ix9ine went crazy, bro. Yeah, bring back 6ix9ine. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, man, bring back my boy Charlie Kirk.
All right, so new music, man. I don't know if y'all know Crutch Calhoun. He an artist from New York. I found him through Dave East, man. He ain't from New York, excuse me, from New Jersey, Roseville, New Jersey. He dropped a new tape. I'm excited to run through that. I played a couple of the songs at the top of the joint while we was getting ready. Good music, good solid rap, good solid hip hop. I don't know if we talked on this last week or not. Potentially not because of timing. But Friday dropped the EP. Everybody Got Somebody. Friday, a good artist out of Philly. You know, he got that same songy sound, and he did the track with Meek Mill, and they went crazy where they was talking about the pops and everything. Polo G dropped a new tape. I don't know if this is a deluxe. It's like a 2-disc thing. It's called Hood Poet Black Heart Edition. I ain't listened to it, but I've always rocked with Polo G. He one of Chicago artists that made a good name for himself and did his thing. And now
he kind of fell off, huh?
He did a little bit. I want to actually play this. Let me play this real quick.
I hate to say that about Polo G because he was an actual positive, good rapper, even though he wasn't just positive, but his music sounded like it.
He was good. First one I heard, real niggas is a dying breed, but I'm still maintaining. Pop out in the hood, we still on some gang shit. Yeah, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think, man. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think. If you are revolutionaries, you must assume the revolutionary posture. Chairman Mao says power comes from the barrel of a gun. See, it's no in between. You're either free or you're a slave. You either free or you're a slave. This is Conway the Machine from his album, You Can't Kill God with Bullets. The first track, Gunpowder. The only thing that's going to be here is gunpowder. Che Guevara says it's only 2 ways to leave the battlefield, victorious or dead. Huey is in jail.
Don't look away now. Don't get shot now. We'll fold that up right now.
America changed the international monetary standard from gold to paper gold. You see, black folks are chumps. If America were to tell you, Justice League. That was the intro. This is what I want above his head.
I was just sending out essential bookings. Now it's Coachella bookings. I know God got me, but I know that the devil looking. Nigga, I love cross me and my bookie forever crooked. I seen it in your eyes when you see how the Prezi looking. Niggas was praying on my downfall, but I kept it pushing. Recipe for disaster, I'm back in the kitchen cooking. I took it where niggas couldn't. Used to go to the game with KD whenever I visit Brooklyn. Had me watching in the suite with Tony, my nigga, good looking. Told me keep your foot on these niggas, don't give them no cushion. Used to have a bundle in the chip bag I hid in the bushes. There's people close to me that's jealous of this position I'm put in. And expect me to bounce back after I was hit with them bullets. I don't care nothing about that, I'm living this shit to...
Yes, sir. I just want to give a little clip, man. That Conway album, from everything that I'm hearing, high level rap, high level production, and it's dope to see somebody from that Griselda team, that Griselda collective over there, come out and do something that's a little bit outside of their realm when it comes to like the beat selection and the way they go about rapping. Like it's usually like boom bap, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think the Conway, he took a more shit. I ain't gonna say poetic, but like he attacking the beat a little bit different than they typically do, bro. And it's a win. It's a win for New York rap, man. Shout out to Conway.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to Charleston White.
Yeah, that's my guy too. Yeah. No.
Man,
I'd rather hear him.
I feel like if you're from the South, you got an uncle or family member or somebody that remind you of Charleston.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remind niggas of Charleston White.
Don't do it, P.
Yeah. No. Niggas ain't listen when I was in the city hall. No. Yeah, niggas want to hear nigga shit. That's why I got ignorant.
Nah, it'd be funny when P be at the gym, bro. It'd be fun when we be at the gym, bro, and P get in his own vibe where he just talking, like he just be talking, bro. And then the little niggas be getting mad, bro. The little niggas be like, man, what the fuck I'm talking about, bro? I'm like, damn.
I'm like KG, bro. I'm Kevin Garnett with this shit. I'm playing the mental game as well as the physical game. And look, you may be able to out-hoop me, but you ain't gonna be able to out-fucking mental manipulate me.
That nigga be saying shit. P be saying shit. Be like, man, what the fuck this nigga talking about, bro? I just did this shit. It's like, damn, bro, why you getting mad? Like, bro.
Hey, look, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have defense, but I be locking these little niggas down, and they get frustrated. And once I see you frustrated, I'm finna poke at it. Speaking of sports though, man, I know I ain't changed at all, Marcus. Once I see you frustrated, I'm finna poke at it. Oh, okay, you upset? All
he
right.
do, bro. And I'll be sitting over there like, bro, here we go.
I know my limits though. But speaking of basketball, bro, transitioning into sports, and we can start off with basketball, bro. Wembanyama says that he is the best player in the league, and I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want to hear y'all thoughts first. I'm finna go off.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Only reason why I say I agree is because it's no way you're doing what you're... Okay, let me put it like this. I agree from a standpoint of just all straight up talent of what we're seeing right now. If it can get to a point where he can literally be consistent without being hurt, I think that's where we're at. Like, cause you know, he gets hurt every once in a while here and there. It'd be some like a little tweak. But I feel like once he get to a point where he learned how to use his body on the court in the NBA and be consistent with how he plays, bro, the man just had a point the other night where he crossed half court, literally took 3 large steps, blocked somebody else shit, came back down the court, took another 2 large. He only took 2 dribbles and dunked it. And it's like, and he dunking on niggas. Somebody, and he almost had like a crazy alley-oop the other night. It's an almost. He didn't make it. But Stephon Castle threw the ball up, and Wembanyama literally caught it in reverse in traffic. And he could have flushed that shit. He missed it. I was just like, bro, we ain't seen nobody just do stuff like this and have handles and hit threes and just be able to just, yeah, man. I say he's better. I could say right now, as far as talent, he's the best. He's the best person in the NBA right now, as far as like off of just at a veteran mindset, naturally know the game in the NBA. No, I still think you still have like people like Jokic or SGA, like learning the game when you actually know how to play the game in your favor, win it. But you got to think about this man just played the Lakers in the playoff, the cup. He beat them. I mean, bro, I'm just saying, man, he's just something we never seen before. So as far as talent, I say he's the best.
Let me look at this shit. I'm gonna turn this one. Karl Anthony Towns covers. Mitchell Robinson covers. De'Aaron Fox covers. Jalen Brunson covers. Wembanyama is 7'4". That's why you were mad on it. Yeah, that's why I'm upset. Wembanyama is 7'4". He couldn't get 7 rebounds, bro. This was gonna be a $300 ticket. $300, bro. And Wembanyama ain't covered. I just started sports betting if y'all can't tell, and I'm really having fun with it because I'm winning. But no, bro, Wembanyama ain't the best player ever. This nigga 7'4", bro. He playing center for the Spurs. The Spurs come from LaMarcus Aldridge. You know what I'm saying? OGs, like people that Manu Ginobili, people that actually put it all on the floor for it. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Wemby couldn't get 8 rebounds, man. I was finna be up $300, $400, man. Fuck Wemby. He a great player though.
Damn. Yeah, I knew. You know what? I should have known something was up when I saw your story and you posted him doing them drills with Biyombe, the dude used to play for Charlotte. They were doing them drills, rebound drills. Yeah, Bismack, yeah. They were doing them damn drills. And you was mad then. You was like, this nigga doing all this just not to get the rebounds. I see now what you was talking about.
Yeah, bro. No, I have to think about you. Yes, bro. It was the start of the game. He bagging Bismack down. He's doing all this practicing. I'm in the paint. I'm finna get a board. When I tell you this nigga 7'4", bro, was actively avoiding getting rebounds so he didn't cover the over. In my mind, you can't be the best player ever. If you out here trying to make and miss bet lines, you ain't the best player ever, bro. But Wemby, he's a great player. He has all the physical attributes that you want out of a top player. I think that Wemby got to work on his footwork and his center, his big dog mindset. Wemby need to go spend a summer with KG, and they ain't even got to play basketball. Just be around KG. Just get some of that dog from him. Go play 2K with KG and just let him cuss you out and tell you how much better than you he is. And pick some of that shit up, bro. And when Wemby get that dog, then maybe he could be the best player in the league. But
he ain't got to, man. They gonna make it to the
until he start covering. Fuck him.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta look at what type of player Wembanyama is. So that's why you lost that bet.
I know he a guard.
You lost it because in my eyes, I would have rather betted on blocks before I did it on rebounds. That nigga averaged like 3 blocks a game. He gonna at least get you 3. So it's like at that point, I would have rather did it on blocks, but rebounds, nah, because he don't even. I was watching them games. Him, even Anthony Davis when he played for the Mavs, they don't really be in the paint like that when they playing defense. They be in perimeter.
And I don't get that. You 7'4", bro. Get your big ass out in the paint. Fuck you. I'm 6'4". He a whole foot taller than me, bro. I'm really a guard. If I was in the NBA right now, I'd be like Chris Paul, bro.
We be out there. It don't matter if you was in the NBA, bro. We be at the rec. Pat is the tallest thing. Want to bring the ball down the court.
I'm skillful. I'm a skillful nigga, man. What can I say? But nah,
it ain't like he playing point forward. It ain't like he playing like I'm a pass first like Ben Simmons. Nah, Pat come down the court. He'll get his matchup. He'll come the move, try to get to the hole. Boom.
I'm Kobe, bro. I'm Kobe. In my mind, I'm Kobe. I don't see teammates. I don't see competition. It's just me and a goal out there, bro. Hey, look, y'all just happen to be on the court at the same time I'm practicing. That's all.
Don't worry about it.
I'm a horrible teammate, Marcus. I don't know if you know this.
I'm setting up the live today, man. Just be ready, bro.
Yeah, go pull up and check us out.
Check it out.
But nah, no. In all seriousness, no offense to Victor Wembanyama, because I do think he got the potential to be a real great and to be a pillar in the NBA over the next few years. So no disrespect to him, but all in fun and all in the spirit of betting. Fuck you, Wemby.
Damn.
No disrespect, of course. This is all for fun. The same way Wemby, you look at the opposing guard, Mitchell Robinson, or some shit, be like, "Fuck you, yeah, Wemby, fuck you." Hey, what else been going on in the world of NBA? Anything worth discussing?
Shit,
Nah,
fucking everybody. Honestly, the NBA is just in a sad shift right now. You got teams that just don't know what the fuck they doing. Sacramento fucking still suck. The damn Cavaliers, they 15-13 right now. That's not good for a team that's stacked like them. They shouldn't be 15-30. You got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. You got Max Strus. You got all these different people, and y'all ain't doing that. The Pistons, they look decent still. Detroit, they coming. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say they coming. They going hard this year. Who else? I just think the NBA is kind of spread out right now. You don't know who's gonna win. The Clippers are booty right now, but for some reason they had a little report going out saying that they think they can still make a playoff run for the play-in. Once they get Derrick Jones Jr. back, Derrick Jones Jr. is not even that type of player. Yes, he got good defense, but you're gonna need way more than that to get to some type of play-in. They are 6-20 right now. Hey, they only won 6 games.
But not even the way that I just said, fuck Wemby. Like, I respect Wemby. Fuck the Clippers. Full stop, period.
Why you say that, bro?
I don't like the way that they did CP3.
Chris Paul?
I think they're going to get their karma for that. They said now they're trying to make it right with him and figure out a way that they can work together and try to, at least get them to finish out the season. But I think that the Clippers are going to get their karma for that shit. And then when you think about their owner and the shit they pulled with Kawhi and that trade with SGA and all that shit, Kawhi getting paid behind the scenes from these shell companies and all this, bro. The Clippers, they got a lot of money, but they just seem to be a bad organization. And I don't like wishing bad on people, but whatever bad comes to them, I'm not going to be upset at it. I'm not going to be upset
I would want to see James Harden get a ring, but not with the Clippers. The Clippers talking about actually looking at LaMelo Ball as their next franchise player to go out there and get. So I don't know what's going on, man. The NBA, like I said, we're at a point right now in the NBA where I'm gonna go ahead and just say us, 3 guys that are on here are getting older. So that means a lot of the players are getting older. A lot of the players are starting to get ready to get out of the league. And right now, teams are starting to try to build what's going to be, the standards for the next 10 years of making it to being able to compete. So it's gonna be a lot of changes going on. I can just tell you that now. It's the fact that the Charlotte Hornets, they talking about trading LaMelo Ball, and they looking at the white boy over there, Con. I don't know how to say his name, but they looking at him as the face of the league. I mean, face of the team. When they already have Brandon Miller, they got Brandon Miller as well. So I'm like, dog, like, what happened? Like, how's these shifts coming to where you're losing star players or
Knuckle?
Yeah,
Knuckle be balling. I ain't gonna hold you.
He be shooting. He got a strap on him for real. Yeah. So that's why I said, like, you got. Like I said, the league is starting to change.
Like, he ain't no facilitator.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you need a LaMelo to still be your facilitator or something, or unless you're gonna bring Trey Mann off the bench and let him be your starting point guard. But I just feel like the NBA is just in a big change. Like
they in a transitionary period. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like this year, you don't know who's gonna win the title.
The Hornets probably could get rid of LaMelo and free up some cap space and just get you a facilitator. He ain't gotta have no name behind him. I can see them doing that. They still got Miles Bridges. I fuck with Miles Bridges. He a rapping ass nigga.
Right. He ain't beat that girl up.
He a troublemaker, but he a rapping ass nigga. So I can appreciate.
I don't think he actually. I think they proved that he ain't beat that girl up.
I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about his rap.
He rapped her ass. But no, man. The NBA different. But other than the NBA, also, screw the NBA. Let's get to the NFL. Yeah, I know your boy Pat Mahomes and them just got kicked out the playoffs for contentions, so they won't even be making the playoffs for the first time.
Yeah, I ain't upset at that. Blow it up and start over.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Give my boy Travis Kelce, give him a
Shit, if you ain't gonna give him like a farewell tour, then just give him a good severance package. Let him ride off to the sunset, marry his lady. Ain't gonna have him some white babies.
They're gonna be out there on stage with her and shit, being one of the dancers.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it at this point, bro. Like, what more do you have to fight for except for money? If you were Travis Kelce,
Right.
if you Pat Mahomes, he still got a little bit. He got a little bit more to fight for because he's still quote unquote. I ain't gonna say young, but he's still of age for a quarterback. He still got that window. Travis Kelce, brother, shit, free up some of that cap space y'all paying Travis. Let him go live his life outside of football. I'm sure he ain't really got to work if he don't want to. Like he got, he good. So
he gonna do broadcast, you know it.
He could, but shit, if he don't want to, he really ain't got to. He gonna be straight regardless. So I hope that they blow this shit up, start over, bro. Bring in some more defensive players and just try to rebuild over these next 3 years. They want to try to make a run, but I ain't upset at it. I ain't upset at it at all. It's a new league, brother. Same with the NBA. It's new guards. It's new motherfuckers coming in. It's time for the old ones to either shift out or shift down.
For real.
Yeah, man. It's crazy to see though, bro. They definitely had a very long run of being one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah,
not the same
damn good
as
run.
The Patriots, but them niggas right up under the Patriots. If I think about like a dynasty and just being able to build a organization that's centered around winning.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. Then it happened on a year where Mahomes get hurt too. Like,
and that's ACL.
Mahomes right? Ain't right. It's been a while since when the last time you heard of Mahomes just really getting hurt and being out for real. Like that's how you know this was gonna be a bad season. Yeah. It's like that was a bad season. Yeah, but speaking of people getting hurt,
you think your Rams going to the bowl?
Oh yeah. Well, we lost to the Seahawks the other day, but that ain't nothing. I believe we can go to the bowl this year. No lie. I see we lost to the Seahawks the other day. I ain't even know the Seahawks had a good record just like us. Sam Darnold had put on a good game that game. But the Rams, I feel like they can put on they can put a run together. They just put it like that. I feel like now if I can see anybody stopping them, can I see? I see several teams maybe stopping them from the north, but nah. I can see the Rams at least making it to the NFC Championship at least.
I want to see the Bills win it all, man.
Yeah,
I want to see them Bills win it all. If the Bills don't do it, coming out the AFC, I think the Broncos will at least go to the Super Bowl.
How the Steelers looking right now?
The Steelers are 8-6. They're the top of the AFC North,
and they playing the Lions Sunday.
The Steelers gonna beat the Bills in the playoffs.
Boy, you crazy as hell.
I don't think it's gonna happen either, but I want to see it happen.
Crazy as hell. Crazy.
Mike Tomlin need to do something, man. He been in this league too long now to not have really done. They didn't have some winning seasons, but I mean, we need to see him do some work in the playoffs now.
He go to the playoffs. He just don't be winning in that mud.
Yeah, they get put out like the first round.
So he kind of doing his job, kind of. But yeah.
And how long you? Shoot, that's just like Mark. That's just like Mark Jackson when he was coaching the Warriors. Yeah, they were winning. They were losing at first. Then they started winning. Then they fired his ass. Got Steve Kerr. What happened? They won.
Yeah, that is what happened.
So that's what I'm saying. If Mike Tomlin can keep getting you here, but can't get you there, at some point, when are you gonna make a decision to fire his black ass and bring somebody in?
Yeah.
Bring in Lovie Smith, goddammit.
I want to say it's not the coach, but I don't know if I can say that.
Shit, it must be the general manager because why y'all keep getting these broke ass quarterbacks? How we go from Ben Roethlisberger's? I think when Ben Roethlisberger left, that's when we should have had a rookie quarterback, an actual draft rookie quarterback that was going to make some type of development in the 6-10 years that since he's been gone to where they could have been good. But instead, y'all done ran into Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. And to be real about that, I think even before that, they had other older quarterbacks that never really worked out for them. And it's like, if it don't work this year with Aaron Rodgers, now next year you're going to be getting another quarterback. Am I correct? Because I'm sure he's probably going to retire after this.
Yeah, I don't see
Hit up Cam.
Hey man, Cam, and that's another person. Cam tripping, man. Cam be talking shit, man. He was talking shit about Phillip Rivers' ass over there at in the Indianapolis Colts. But I ain't gonna lie. And do I think he's wrong? No, he's not wrong. I just feel like, man, you gotta stop sounding like a hater, man. Like at the end of the day, no, they didn't come sign your ass.
I think there are people in the world that are haters, bro. I'm kind of a hater. Like I try to fight it, but it's just like I hate in my heart.
I know, but what I'm saying, like you got somebody like Cam.
He got hate in his heart too. Money don't fix it, bro.
But it's like he mad because it's like he mad because they didn't come sign him to play with Indianapolis, and then you had somebody else who I think Shannon Sharp said, "Why would you get Phillip Rivers? Y'all could have went and got Colin Kaepernick, nigga. If ain't nobody got Colin Kaepernick in 10, 12 damn years." And ain't nobody went and got Cam Newton since he came to New England and then left New England, went to Carolina, got that one win in Carolina, and then lost the rest of the other fuckers. They cut him halfway through the season. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, I mean, Cam is over with. Cam ain't getting another chance. Colin Kaepernick not getting another chance. But you know what? A white man named Phillip Rivers, who's 44 years old, is going to get a chance because he was professional.
It's about who you know, not what you know, not what you do. It's about who you know. It's always going to be about who you know. This world is built on motherfucking connections. And I think that Phillip Rivers, wherever he went, he probably left a good impression. He was in there very respectful. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And shit, I'm older than you, but I'm a yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You and yes, sir. No, sir. You, because I want y'all to appreciate who I am as a person. And I think that
probably hosting turkey drives and shit.
Come on, bro. And not to say that Cam Newton don't do these things, or to say that Colin Kaepernick ain't do these things, but it's like, what have you done for me lately? That's what it always boils down to. What have you done for me lately, bro? And
other than bring a negative tension towards like the sport. 'Cause I'm not saying Cam was negative, but at the same time, he wasn't always in the positive light. Just like Colin Kaepernick fucked up his chance.
Colin Kaepernick fucked up because he was fucking with them people. Cam Newton fucked up because I don't think he understands how he comes off, and that's something I had to work on in my personal life. You got
accountability, man.
Yo. You got to understand how you come off. You got to understand how you show up in this world and understand how that impacts how people interact with you. And until he do that self-assessment, I think it was dope. I don't care for the lady, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but I think he sat down with her and she was like she was like trying to expose some of himself to himself. And I think that he need to do more of that. Just sit down with people that have different views, different opinions from him, and just take in what they're saying about him. You ain't got to agree with what they say about you, but at least take it and use it as an input to see how you feel about yourself after you talk with him. And I think he'll go a long way in doing that, bro. But yeah, Cam Newton better get his shit together before Jameis Winston quit playing football, because Jameis Winston gonna take all of his broadcasting roles. I said that before, but I honestly
you said it before.
I wholeheartedly believe it. Jameis Winston, bro, he like a breath of fresh air. He gonna come in here and talk about crab legs, do his little W shit, and talk about God. And we need more of that, bro, because we in a fucked up position. And hate ain't gonna get us out of it, bro. We need love. Yeah, they got NFL games today on Saturday, bro. Who y'all think gonna win? Let me pull up the actual games that we got. NFL.
I might go watch one. I might go sit up somewhere and watch.
I might make a bet on it, so I need some of y'all input. You feel me? I ain't addicted to this shit. I just enjoy it.
You do prize pick or you do actual bets?
I use one of them apps, like a website. I don't want to talk about it because I don't know if this shit legal. Well, I'm already talking about it.
I feel you.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna get a name of it. But shit, hit me up offline. I got you. We got the Eagles versus Commanders today at 4:00, and then we got the Packers and the Bears. Oh, these is important ass games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Packers gonna win that.
I don't know. The Bears been pulling some shit off
recently.
Caleb Williams, he been rolling that with his second year. He in his sophomore jump. Mm-hmm. Some niggas take a sophomore slump. He on his sophomore jump. I had him in my fantasy league the last year I played fantasy. He ain't do shit, but I believed him. So I'm glad to see him pan out.
I hope the Commanders beat the Eagles. Just from a standpoint, I'm tired of the Eagles, and I feel like a lot of the games this year they wasn't supposed to just win for real. I feel like the team coming off a Super Bowl. I feel like the Eagles were supposed to be like how Oklahoma is in the NBA. How they just like took off after winning the championship, and only I think and like SGA only played like he missed like 15 fourth quarters already. Like they supposed to be that dominant. They haven't been that dominant. It's been too many nail biting games for the Eagles. So I don't know. I'd rather see them lose it.
Yeah, the Commanders is 4-10 though. If the Eagles lose to a 4-10 team.
Yeah. If they lose to a 4-10 team, I don't think that's gonna happen. People gonna start back complaining. They're gonna start back complaining about how the offensive coach should have been fired.
Man, if
the Eagles they lost to the Cowboys.
If the Eagles lose to the Commanders, fire Jalen Hurts.
Send him to Miami.
Man, do his ass like
for Tua.
Do Jalen Hurts how y'all did Chris Paul. Just sit him down. And just like we'll figure out what we're gonna do with him in a couple of months.
Yes, go ahead and bring Tua to the Eagles.
Shit.
They finna kick him out the league.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. I think if they kick Tua out the league, he gonna sue their ass.
Nah, Tua finna be kicked out the league, bro. They just bench buddy. They ain't
gonna get rid of it. They gonna keep paying him, bro. They done gave this nigga 5 rounds of CTE, bro. They gotta keep paying him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure Tyreek Hill ain't gonna be there. Y'all think Tyreek Hill might be going back to Kansas?
Tyreek Hill need to take his ass home too. He got too much shit going on. He need to sit his ass down.
Go take him out the pasture. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. All the folks that came into the game when we were still in college, it's about time for y'all to go ahead and go out the pasture.
Yeah.
Just go out there and just look at the green grass and look at the water for a little bit. It's over with, bro.
Odell Beckham retired.
He over with.
Oh my God, retired.
He over with. He's still talking about money and contracts and shit.
Yeah, still talking about coming. I can still contend with a team. Like, bro, take your ass on. Stop trying to steal these people money.
It's over with, man. It's over with. And then he took his contract in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is down. So I can imagine he trying to get back in the league and get a little bit more money. Yeah, get some.
It's down now, but it's still up like a decent amount from the time he took it. I think. I think at the time he took it
how much that nigga been spending.
Huh?
You got to think about how much he been spending.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Then when you spend, you still got to pay the back taxes on that motherfucker.
Yeah, Bitcoin dipped down to 84,000, 80,000. It was at like 90. It was up to 100 a couple months ago.
Yeah, it was up to 100.
Yeah,
I see why them rich folks was having when Donald Trump got in the White House. The motherfucker was like, man, he gonna help us out with taxes? Man, all those wealthy motherfuckers need it. I'm telling you.
Nah, for real.
I got nothing to say.
Hey, man. In other news for sports, bro. How y'all feel about the situation with Michigan's head football coach?
Bro, what happened?
Another reason of what?
Run down, give me the context, because I feel like I heard the story, but I don't know if I got the full understanding.
So pretty much black head coach, right? He ended up, fornicating with a staff member to the point where pay for some Plan Bs, even pay for her an abortion, and he upped her salary by $40,000. She was making like $50,000 and some change. He upped it to like $90,000 and all that. But ended up getting her pregnant. Got caught up. I think a DoorDash driver kind of snitched on him because he was delivering all the different Plan Bs. And the school did their investigation and found out he had been sleeping with a staff member. When they fired him, I think he went to their house. The lady's house, took her at knife point, and was threatening to harm himself and all that. But saner minds prevailed at the end of the day, so nobody was harmed physically, and he was taken into custody.
Man,
that man, you a black man, you crashing out on some goddamn coochie like that.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Bro, you got you a nice little piece at work. Come on, bro. I'm gonna give you a 40. I ain't gonna put a knife to your neck and do all that crashing out shit. But get you a little 40 piece, a little raise. I can do that. Get a couple of Plan B's, Uber Eats to the job. I'll do that. I believe in pro-choice. So if you believe in abortion, fine. If you don't, fine. That has nothing to do with me. You know, it's a woman's body and it's a woman's choice. I'm gonna support that woman in whatever her decision is, of course. But I can understand him breaking his little yeah off. I can get it. If you got the pool to make something happen, come on.
Yeah.
Think about Trump then brought in hella secretaries that he just up there fucking on and giving them money. Come on, bro. We gotta let our niggas do it too, man.
Hey, man. I'm glad you're taking that standpoint because I'm gonna take this. Yeah, man. They fired his ass, and they fired his ass, and I think they made the right choice.
Man, they just try to keep another black man down.
I just feel like you can't be a stupid black man.
Nah, you're right.
Especially in today's time, like under a goddamn organization like Michigan, nigga. Especially if y'all ain't winning nothing, like if y'all ain't won no championships or nothing in the last couple of years, it's like at that point you supposed to be using our money to make the team better. You out here starting your own team.
If I'm operating at my 110%, then the team gonna operate at least 100%. So I gotta make sure I'm good to make sure the team good. So she helping me make sure I'm calm.
After every lost game.
So check this out, right? His contract, he was making over $8 million a year. Right? Yeah. So he break off an extra 40 grand from the school. You could have just paid that out your pocket, if I'm being honest.
Now that you say it out, see, I was thinking maybe 800,000, maybe 2 million max a year. You get $8 million a year, brother. Just buy a
matter of fact, no, he was making 6.11. There was Jim Harbaugh that was making over 8 mil, but still, 6.
That's a lot of fucking
point.
Money, even with taxes. Yeah, you could just buy her a little house behind yours, and you ain't got to worry about nothing through the school. That's a lot of money to throw off for some yeah. That's a lot of money to throw off for some yeah. Black man, you got to do better. I was joking, but yeah, if I had the money, I would give me a little secretary and pay her if that was what I was on, and I ain't have no wife at home or nothing, and we was all considered adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he had a wife too.
Yeah, he had a wife.
It's all bad. It's just all bad.
We don't condone cheat. Now, if he was single and he wanted to get him a little yeah at the job and make sure she was paid well, I'm with that. But we not cheat on our wives. And that's another issue
Both of them.
Yeah, you need to come back home. Hey, I promise you, if it was, all right, this is gonna sound racist or bad. If it was a black woman and she was getting her $40,000 a month and she had a job and she was cool, I don't think she would have told. I think that black women hold it down much better than white women, and they're not gonna use you and your sexuality against you. Like, I don't really see that happening. There are scenarios like the Talil situation where folks do the SA stuff, but for the most part, if y'all got to understand it, bro, I don't think that would have happened, man. Motherfuckers got to be smarter. You got to pick who you cheat with better. I would just say it like that. I'm not no cheater. I don't condone cheating. I've had my run-ins with cheating in the past, but you got to pick who you cheat with better. Black men and black women do better.
I cheated on some vibes, bro. And then after they found out I cheated on it, it was always a vibe.
Yeah, because they was cheating on you. That's why I say black men and black women, we got to pick who we cheat on with better.
You got to, sometimes it ain't even about them cheating on you. Sometimes it's about who you cheat on them with. And then upset them to a point to where, damn, you cheat on me with who? They can't even be mad at you. They kind of just go back like, you know what?
All right, so let's take gender out of this scenario. Give me one scenario in which you would be okay when somebody cheats on you. When you done cheated on them already. It don't matter at this point because both of us being unfaithful. Now, put gender back in it. It don't change, brother. Whenever a woman don't get upset that you done cheated, in my mind, she cheating as well, or she got a nigga that she ready to cheat on you with, and they been yippee.
Oh yeah.
Something. Hey, we ain't as different as we like to make ourselves seem, men and women. We got a lot of similarities. Women be quieter about it, and we we can say that we know men better. We don't know men as good as women do because women actually deal with men on different levels. But we can say that we know men. I think that we don't know women as well as we think we do, and I think they are better at hiding some of this stuff. But I think we do the exact same shit. I don't think there's no difference except that one of us got one part and one of us got another part. I think they be cheating.
Something wrong. I ain't gonna lie, something wrong with me. If I'm cheating, something in me it just wants to tell you I'm cheating. I kind of find it's fun. It's fun to me. You should, if I do cheat on you.
Be polyamorous. Just tell her, hey baby, this month I need some extra loving. And I still want to love you, but I just need a little extra loving. And
hey, I done cheated on a motherfucker before and been like excited to want to tell the motherfucker, like, cause like once you get away with it, you like, damn, you gonna let me just get away with this shit? Like, do you know? Like, do you not know? Like, damn, I guess I did a good job.
you asking for trouble.
No, that was back then. That was when I was younger. Now I don't even deal with that no more.
Yeah, black men don't cheat.
Yeah, back in my old days. Yeah, black men don't cheat no more.
Yeah, like
after you hit 25 and after, you don't cheat no more.
Exactly. We have open, honest dialogue with our partners to make sure that both of us are being fulfilled with what it is we need out of the relationship.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody from that tunes in to the 3130 show that this is all entertainment purposes. And also, we're just giving you information, not the wrong information, but somewhat of the wrong and right information. So don't take everything that we're saying that is wrong, because it could be right.
You feel me? It's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah, man, we're just giving you some news you can use. That's all.
Some news you can use.
Speaking of that, though, how y'all feel about the Jake Paul fight?
First of all, let's not even start with the Jake Paul and that fight. Let's start with the Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley fight. That was undercard of that fight. 50-year-old man just beat Tyron. Needs to just go ahead and give the fuck up. He done got beat up. He done got knocked out by Jake Paul. And now he done got the next fight, which was an undercard, which I applaud him for at least even taking the fight undercard under Jake Paul. But the fact that he got whooped by a 50-year-old, and the way the 50-year-old hit him, it's like he knew he had him. The man hit him with this fake. He picked his leg up like he was finna kick him, because they both were kickboxers at one point. He hit him with this fake kick, and then hit him with that Roy Jones undercut. Man, knocked his ass out. That motherfucker was over there stumbling, bro. It was so funny to watch. But yeah, I think Tyron needs to give up.
Hey, man, Tyron said, y'all need to stop calling him last minute. He ain't no last minute fighter. But at the same time, it was a formidable opponent, at least this time around. Anderson Silva was the middleweight UFC champion for 6 years in a row.
The Spider.
So
he can fight.
He can fight.
He can fight. He can fight.
This nigga, he can fight in multiple different ways. You want to stand up, you want to jump in the air and fight, you want to get on the ground and fight.
It's the fact that he was using straight hands. The way he was landing them blows, bro. I was like, man, and he a 50-year-old. It's just like how they it's just like the movies, like one of the movies or like them show where you see like the young buddy think he could take down the top dog, the old guy, the old man, like Happy Gilmore. Remember when Happy Gilmore, when Adam Sandler thought he was gonna fight that old man at that golf event, and they started fighting, the old man started whooping the shit out of his ass. He won. That's what that fight looked like to me. Anderson Silva was giving his ass the work.
Man, shout out to Alicia Baumgartner on the undercard as well.
Black I saw that too.
From Detroit.
That's a ring girl. That's one of the ring girls.
Nah, she's a female boxer, and she got hands. Like she got hands.
She had hands.
She got hands.
Now, if you do want to comment on that Jake and Anthony fight, bro, did y'all see that nigga mouth?
His jaw broke in two places, left and right.
Bruh, the way when they show him open his mouth, he like, I'm okay. He like, no, nigga, you not. Like, your teeth is caved. It's pushed in your gums.
Damn. Yeah, jaw broke, left and right side. But I mean, hey, that's a real world class heavyweight, former world heavyweight champ. Hey, it's different. It's different. And I mean, even on the KO punch, Jake hit the ground. He was like whoa, shit.
Yeah. With the mouth that was already broken.
Yeah.
That's how you knew it was adrenaline going on, because he was still talking with a broken mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them boxers, bro.
Yeah,
they
man.
different, man. They go through a lot of shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't put me in no ring. I ain't even trying to play like I could fight a champion like that, man. I mean, yeah, you could have just looked at the size different, like the size different. I know size don't matter, but damn, man, when you looked at Anthony against Jake, that was a big difference, bro.
Like hell, size don't matter. Like it get to a point, bro. Jake is six. What he came in 6'1", 214 or something.
Right.
AJ came in 6'6", 245, and he naturally fights heavier than 245.
Right. And he's strong. He was strong as hell.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Was Jake thinking he was gonna like outrun him or something? Like be faster than him?
Nah, I don't think that. I think he thought he was gonna outbox him.
Looked like he thought he was gonna outcrawl him or some shit too, but he was crawling and rolling around on that damn ground.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's
I think he actually thought he had a chance because he was really putting himself in a harmful position. I say that he was really putting himself in a situation where he was going to get harmed.
Yeah, a 40-pound difference ain't nothing to wave your hand at when it comes to boxing. That's a lot of fucking strength. Anything else interesting happened on the boxing night?
No, that's all what I seen.
6ix9ine walked Jake Paul out.
I did say that. What song did he? Yeah.
Nah, he didn't do that. He did. Let me see. I can pull it up because I sure just saw it. Yeah, it was crazy though because they said Young Thug was there. Young Thug was there. And he out there vibing to the shit.
I was just looking at it, bro. 6ix9ine and Young Thug got a song together. I was gonna play it when I played the other one.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. But yeah, nah, Thug was out there. He was jamming. People was making a big deal out of that. They was like, man, the Thug real life trying to be like okay with this snitching shit now. It was like at first it was fuck 6ix9ine. Now you out there bobbing your head, dancing to the nigga music after he was just dissing y'all.
Crazy out here.
It is crazy.
If you find that track, let us know. I'm gonna pull up this college football playoff bracket. You know that they started yesterday on the 19th for the first rounds, and the last round, the championship, will be on the 19th of January, so a month from now. What song was it? Did you find out?
I don't know what song it was.
Yeah, home clip full of killers. I'm a killer too. Yeah, I could talk about. Yeah, man. Go ahead and bring back my boy 6ix9ine, man. Let him get some more money.
I used to love his music. I used to love his music for real though.
With all these snitches out here, let him get some of that.
He had a song called TikTok with Lil Baby on there.
TikTok. I'm gonna wrist.
Out of my wrist.
Yep.
Watch.
When I tell you I know the 6ix9ine song, I was a 6ix9ine fan. All right, college football playoffs, man. First round started yesterday. The championship is gonna be a month from today. We got James Madison in Oregon. We already know how that's gonna go. Texas Tech had a bye, so we'll see who plays out of that. Alabama and Oklahoma was last night. This was a good game, a real good game. Alabama came out on top, of course, and they're gonna play against Indiana. It's crazy to see Indiana as the top 1 seed in this. You know, the shit done changed up completely since I was really following college football, and I blame the NIL. Not as a bad thing, but it just makes it where the team's a bit more spread out, kind of like we was talking about with the NBA. Tulane and Ole Miss, you know how that's gonna go. Georgia, shout out Georgia, got some Georgia fans. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the All-State Sugar Bowl, see what happened there, and then Miami and Texas, they playing right now, and then Ohio State got the bye. Who y'all think is gonna go to the championship, and who y'all think is gonna win?
I'm putting my money this year on Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah, I got Georgia.
I ain't mad at that. I'll be oppositional and say Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama ain't winning shit.
I'll be oppositional and say Alabama, but I want Georgia to win.
Even though Alabama still been a great team and still stay relevant after the Nick Saban, era, I just feel like Alabama. Yeah, it might be a while before we see Alabama win another championship for real.
We gonna see.
Yeah. I mean, hey, LSU gonna be in that thing next year, man.
Yeah.
They already poaching recruits. They posted number one QB recruit up here from Michigan. He getting some money for it too. There's like probably like 10 to 20 mil in NIL.
I wish I could have said Ole Miss, but Ole Miss ain't gonna do shit.
Nah, for real.
I was born too early, bro. All I would have needed was about 5,000 in NIL. I'd have been cool.
You feel me, bro? I wouldn't even want to leave college. Like,
I'm chilling.
if I'm dominating in college, I'm making 10, 20 mil.
I'm making money
man,
in college.
Is people at SLAD schools making that money right now?
Not millions, but they getting NIL money if they got a sponsorship. That's when that shit come to ground roots. Now I'm finna go to the local banks. I'm finna go to some of these local organizations, whoever got some money. Shit, if I was in Alcorn, I'm going to Waterways, Erdic, motherfucking Corps of Engineers. Yo, my people used to work here. What can we do to get a sponsorship for this NIL shit? I'll put on y'all logo on the back of my jersey or something. Let's try to get to it. But these niggas get money, bro. Yeah. I ain't jealous. I like it. I do wish we would have had that when I was coming through. I would have tried. We was taking out loans for money.
Yeah, maybe we should just start robbing these young college students.
I don't know, bro. I still got my eligibility, bro. I might have to try it out.
You definitely got eligibility. See, I think I might have a year eligibility left. I ain't play all four. Let's go back, man. Fuck it. They need us.
What's up, man?
Either we can do that or we can start scamming the homeless people of Port Gibson.
Hey, look, so everything that you're saying is possible to do. You want to scam college players? We just got to become sports agents. You want to scam homeless people? We just got to start a nonprofit. It's a way to do everything that you're saying, brother. And I got the knowledge on it now. I ain't got the execution knowledge, but I know how to make the shit sound good. I might just be a politician. Hey, if y'all see this 20 years from now, ignore all of it. I have your best interest at heart.
Let's go ahead and execute these things.
Yeah, that's all they doing. They know how to. It goes back to perception and managing the marketing, brother. All these companies out here is full of bullshit, and they do the same thing that the niggas do in the streets, but they know how to make it sound like they don't. So we ain't coming and taking your block and killing everybody on it. We calling it a hostile takeover. Yeah, so we just came and bought y'all out without y'all agreeing. It's just a hostile takeover. It's the same exact thing, though. But
how many years can I get Marcus for scamming these young college students?
None, because we gonna have an agency. you can't go to jail.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
We represent these young athletes. We take a 25% management fee, and we make sure they get deals, and if they're taken care of, that they get placed in the right positions. That's it. That's it. It ain't a scam until it's a scam, brother.
I'm gonna take 25% and then an additional 25%.
Yeah, now your ass steal it. You finna go to jail.
Man, you gotta do 25% plus commission, man.
Yeah, here we go. See? Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, all right, that's how I'm supposed to say it. Yeah. So I'm gonna take 25% plus commission, which is an additional 25%.
Don't even mention the other 25%.
I know. Because it's gonna really be 50.
Let your accountant that I hooked you up with tell you about it.
Yeah. If you want to take this to court, you can use my lawyer that I've given you to come sue me, and he's going to work for me anyway. So,
right, I'm still going to win.
The system is the system, man. We just got to make sure that we in the winning position. We got to make sure we win. Hey, what else we got, man? Is that it for us today? This has been a great show.
I think that's it. This has been a great show. Been a cool show.
That's it.
Well, we appreciate everybody tapping in with us as always. Go ahead and make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? And we gonna catch y'all the next time around. It's your boy Big Nardo, MA Vibes, and Darius DeWan. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
I like how he did that.